Dude, the old classic. You can never go wrong with Road to Viridian City. The old it's a little loud, admittedly. It is a little loud. You can never go wrong with the old classic. You can never, ever, ever go wrong with the old classic. Chatters, chatettes, anything, everything in between. Hello, gamers. Hello, Star Art Glebe. I hope you guys are doing great today. Happy Saturday. Arguably best, worst, coolest, most epic, Sigma, worst, stinkiest day of the week. Either you love Saturday or you hate Saturday. And I feel like majority of people love Saturday. So if you hate Saturday, shame on you, bro. Saturday did nothing wrong. Justice for my boy Saturday. He ain't even do nothing. But I know, despite that, people be hating on today anyways. Which is like, what? I don't know. What I do know is that we are here and we are grinding. We have returned. I did not stream yesterday, so anything that you saw yesterday never happened. Was nothing more than a fabric of you guys' imagination. Cheers for the hydrate, Snowy. Cheers, homie. I gotta start having like a loaded water bottle on standby, because I feel like every day I need a new one. And I low-key hate that I have to go get one. Like, I'm lazy. Yeah, anything you guys saw yesterday didn't happen. Yesterday I didn't even go live. I spent the entire day editing. So anything I saw didn't happen, wasn't real. What is real, oh my god, the country, is that we're playing Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Today, the one and only Oshawaves. I'm like, Stinky, you're one to talk, shiny hoots. Says you, bucko. Let's start off with an honorary Mewtwo encounter. You know, let's start the stream with a singular Mewtwo encounter. For sillies. Why not just do one singular Mewtwo catch? For the one time. For the one time, for the two time, for the three time. Oh, man. Okay, this game sucks. Admittedly, this game now is the worst game ever. What is real is my 42 catch. Good luck, bro. Good luck, homie. Best of luck to you, brother. Do 2 for the Mewtwo. We'll do another one later. I'm totally down. You are kind of cooking up in the kitchen. We will do another one at the end of stream. We start off every stream with one, and we end up every stream with one. That is Lilor. And by that, I mean, that's actually not true. We only really start with it if we're here, which is not very common. Very rarely do we start stream in front of Mewtwo's face. So we did today, though. All right, we did today. We're here. We're gaming. We got to go. We have a bird to get. We actually got a lot of gamers to get. We got to get... Okay, I don't want to talk to you, Rhyhorn. I don't care if you're feeling Mewtwo's presence, alright? That presence you feel, it's actually my aura, okay? My aura is just so ominous and so present in the moment that you sense it. That's all it is. Don't worry about it, bro. Yeah, we gotta get farfetch'd. We still need a Krabby. We don't need Kingler because we got crazy random Kingler. That was cool. We do need both Seadras. Or I guess we need 2 Horsies, not 2 Seadras. And then... we are good to go. We're good to skedaddle, skadoodle, or dick into some noodles. Hi, Ditto. Can you, would you do so kind? Can you scoot out of the way? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. W, Ditto. Wait! I need the, it's not, why is the fossil here, but the max survive isn't? I need 100k? Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. So, hey, if you ever figure out the method, put me on, bro. Alright, put me on. Did you see what I posted in Shinies? No. I did not. Did you find a Pokemon? I'm guessing you found a shiny bird, or you found a shiny Dragonite again, or you found a Charizard again. I gotta get off Rhyhorn, bro, because actually I keep running into things. Is he gonna freak you out? Nuh-uh. The only thing that freaks me out is young children. That's it. Nothing? Wait, do we get Skamaz? I haven't been on it forever. I thought that, like, there'd be hella items here, dude. I'd be having hella bitches. It's a Moltres, a shiny Dragonite, and a shiny Spearow together. Oh, so we are cheating. Oh, okay. Okay. I knew something was fishy. I knew something was fishy. All right, good to know. Thanks for the confirmation. I'll be sure to support that into the official shiny hunting gamers. You know, the official shinyhunting.ca.co. When you find your shiny bird, that it's invalidated. Don't you worry, brother. I will do everything in my power as a content creator to make sure fake shinies do not get spread on the internet. Don't you worry, homie. Was our Graveler shiny? I hope not. I really hope not, because it's gone now. If it was, we just failed the shiny grappler 10 seconds in the stream, but I'm gonna hope it wasn't. Also, what's up, Lagoopy? What's good, bro? Welcome on in, bro. How we doing? Wow, English. Happy Friday. Saturday. Oh my god, I don't even know what date it is. I don't even know what date it is. Could not tell you. Lesbian waves. What? Why am I a lesbian? When did this happen? Wait, what is... Wait, what? I'm a lesbian now? I mean, that's cool, I guess. But why? What did I miss? Haircut? Oh, true. True. No, see, actually, it's so funny because I sit here every stream like, dude, my hair, like, low-key looks dumb. And then I end a stream and it looks fine. I don't like when my hair looks damp, but I wake up and I shower and then I go live. So there's no middle ground unless I start waking up earlier, which means I got to go to bed earlier, and that means less work in the day, and I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. Stop showering then. True. Wait, hold on. You're cooking. Chat, has my problem just been showering this whole time? Do I just need to stop showering? Do I need to go back to one shower every 7 months? I mean, I guess that means I need to do one more shower before 2026, but... Remember, we're only 2 showers in 2060. True. It'll be here before we know it, chat. Before you know it, 2060 will be present among us. Like that one game. That one game with the imposter and it's sus and venting. Lots of venting. Oh, bird. I just really quickly want to look at our bag. How are we looking? Okay, so we have 700 lures. 400 ultra balls? Okay. Chat, we're not looking good. I would even dare say we're looking broke. But, who cares? Who cares? Every 7 months you do it that often? Yeah, what can I say? I'm pretty swag like that. I am pretty swag like that. Stop yelling at me, Discord, about something about a game. Please stop yelling at me. Bam, bam, bam. Silly, I don't even... Or, silly, oh my god. Snowy, I don't even see your picture. Oh. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. That is insane. Yo, what's up, T? What's up, homie? How we doing, bro? How we doing? JJ was good with you too, bro. How you been, dog? How you been? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy Saturday. Chat, we're getting a board today. And not one of those boards. We're getting a farfetch'd. Because we need farfetch'd. And I'm sick of face of this stupid duck. Actually, this duck is just rage bait. That's all he is. He's just walking rage bait with his leak. Like, bro, you're not Hatsune Miku. That was yesterday. Calm down. That was yesterday. Calm down, bro. Wrong stream. This song is low-key kind of cute. Oh my god, it's X and Y. Never mind, the song sucks. This song stinks. I mean, I'm gonna let it play because I'm too lazy to click the button, not because I enjoy it. I just simply don't want to click the next song. Because that's too much effort, and X and Y doesn't deserve that much energy. But Farfetch, please. Give me a crazy shiny. Give me like 14 shinies on screen right now. Screw one shiny, screw two shinies. Make the entire screen shiny. What if one day I just play a game and I just turn on a shiny cheat and I don't tell anybody? So I'm just saying, one day if we go live and we find like 13 shinies in a day, you guys have been warned. You know, doing the ferret raids now? The ferret raids? What? They got ferret raids right now? I'm gonna be real, I haven't paid attention to a Scarlet and Violet raid thing since like 1994, admittedly. Because I don't feel like that's very enjoyable content. I don't feel like that's enjoyable content at all. Like, I think releasing outbreaks and raids like every week it's better than nothing. Admittedly, it is better than doing nothing whatsoever. But I feel like that's a really lazy way to try to keep the game alive. I feel like it's very lazy. Oh, Chen Pao. Oh, that guy. Oh, true. True. Chad, did you guys claim your Wuxian? Okay, no. Okay, no. I will say the shiny event raids, those are cool. I think those are cool. Like doing the shiny ruins. I think that's cool. Like when they did with Zero Aura too, I thought that was really cool. I just mean like when they just release like, oh, Mightiest Mark Charizard or Mightiest Mark Cinderace. I don't care, bro. You're gonna lose your mark anyways. Once we go to the next game, you're gonna lose your mark. Because you're gonna get stuffed in a Pokemon home. And then your mark's gone. And even if it's not, I'm never gonna use that Pokemon. Ever. Like, it's just gonna sit there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in the box. We're gonna use it for a playthrough. It's too high level to obey me. That's why I don't like it. If you want to release little level 1 gamers, the little googly guys, maybe that's a different story. But maybe that's a little googly guy. Yeah, what's up, Logan? Let's go, homie. How we doing? I'm just figuring what I'd like to draw today. I'm thinking about making a Spinosaurus Pokemon, but they never existed in Canada. Well, what kind of dinosaurs lived in North America? You can pick from a North American dinosaur. Who we hunting? We're going for Zamazenta today. I'm feeling a little bit devious. I feel like today we need to go for shiny Zamazenta. He's just not really showing up right now. He's a really, really rare spawn. The Mighty Max Words are a bit bad. Yeah, they're just like really boring. And the same with the outbreaks. I mean, like, I don't know. I like, it's cool, I guess. I don't know. It's like, oh, Palmy event outbreak, as if I haven't seen and skipped the other 74,000 Palmy outbreaks I've seen during my normal playthroughs. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the Porygon ones were cool. Admittedly, Porygon 2 outbreaks. I had to lose those, by the way. I'm so sad. I had to get rid of my Porygon 2 event outbreaks to be able to claim Wuxian. That makes me really sad. But like, if you do Pokemon that aren't normally in outbreaks, then it's cool. You know, like drop like a Ceruledge outbreak, drop an Armarouge outbreak. That'd be sick. Well, it'd be better than not. You know, that'd be better than just a bunch of Target outbreaks. But no. It is better than nothing. Admittedly, it is better than nothing, though. It's much better than just not doing anything at all. Boom, bum, bum, boom. I did the Rayquaza one for the shiny. I'm gonna be so honest. I didn't even do the Rayquaza one. I forgot about it. I forgot about the shiny Rayquaza event. I didn't do it. But it's okay. I have a couple already. I think I have like 3 shiny Rayquazas. So, I mean, what's the 4th one? Who cares? Boom, boom. There's a Snorunt shiny outbreak right now, and I got some of those. Hell yeah. I mean, nice. Like, me personally, I don't care. But if you find joy in it, power to you, bro. Shout out to y'all. If you enjoy it, W, bro. Honestly, more power to you, because you're able to find joy in something that I cannot. And that is all life's about, methinks. So I say you cooked. Travie Patty, what's up, brother? Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why have we seen a whopping 3 farfetch'd in like 20,000 minutes? Actually. What the freak? Where do ye be? Bum 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 bum. Where are the birds? They're like 10%, are they not? I don't want to be like, no, wah, 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 little crybaby goo goo gaga, but I feel like we're seeing them a little less than 10%. Just a little less. Maybe like 10.4%. Oh, there it is. There's a duck. Who cares? Is Farfetch'd a bird or is it a duck? Or is it both? Boom. Now I'm back on my way home. I'm happy for you. I'm glad to hear you're finally able to escape. I hope that you didn't, you know, lose too much of that very limited sanity you have in your experience. Now, how was the trip, though, homie? Did you have a good trip? Be real. Bum bum bottom. Bum 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 bum. I got my jacket. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bum 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 bum. I mean, that stinks. I mean, I guess you got an excuse to go back now, but... Or, you can just ship it back. If you can train over to him, he can't be that far. Can't be that far. Horsey. I'm so excited to get Horsey shiny. I don't know what it is, but something about shiny Horsey, I love that little guy. Something about him. High key. He's a good gamer. Oh, it's a 14-hour? Oh. Oh. I mean, okay, that's still definitely shipping distance, but I didn't realize it was that far. I'm back from my bath? Don't lie, we both know you weren't bathing. Oshawaves viewers don't shower or bath. You guys don't clean yourselves. You can't fool me. I only did the hunt for the shinies because I binged your shiny badge quest videos and I wanted to do some hunting. And did you find anything cool? Was it just the snowbirds or did you do anything else? I'm allergic to water. Ooh, and now you're dead. I just committed murder over a Twitch stream, chat. Not the flex. I'm just cool like that. Camptosaurus? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know dinosaur lore. That's not where my autism went to. My autism went to Pokemon, not dinosaurs. Oh, bird. Stop waves, you're scaring him. Eevee? The whole point was for me to scare her. That was the whole intent. Going home overnight? Well, don't, like, crash. Pro tip. Do not crash, Sanity. They're native to North America. They're bound to travel north at some point. Oh, there you go. There you go. I got 2 snow runs and a fridger bag. Tried to get a Breloom, but it was 2 a.m., so I went to bed at that point. Fair. It is really hard to shiny hunt late at night. Oh, come on. That's not even funny. Nobody's laughing. That's not even funny. Are you kidding? Dude. I mean, like, at least it's early into a catch combo, but come on. That's the 3rd one of this hunt. That is the 3rd shiny Pidgey we have seen, right? Because we failed too, didn't we? I intentionally ignored one. I tried to catch one and then it bailed. Oh, maybe that was the same one. I don't know. That's a stupid bird. And I don't want that bird. I wanted the duck. Not funny. Wrong bird. Not funny. Didn't laugh. Well, I mean, nature guesses, I guess. That's a bird. Well, wow, look. I mean, at least it was early into the catch combo, you know what I'm saying? At least it was early into the catch combo. I'm gonna say Jolly. Naive. Oh, you called that, Eevee. You're crazy. That's a bird. I mean, yeah. It is a bird. I don't know. Add to favorites, I guess. To be fair, we haven't phased that much. In most of our hunts, I feel like we haven't phased. Like, yeah, we only have 6 Pidgey. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Never mind. Plus, like, I think we've failed too, because we failed the Pidgey and the Scyther hunt, and then we failed one for this hunt. I mean, well, yay! Oh, I don't need to Ultra Ball you. Why am I Ultra Balling you? Oh, I need to Great Ball you. That's what I need to do. To the right, or to the left. Thank you. Smile. One at the end of stream when you trolled, but it rode to heaven. Bro, we going up in the world. He be making plays. He be moving up in the world. What can I say? I don't know. I can't even get excited. Master Ball him trust. I don't think you could pay me a large sum of money to do that. I don't think you could pay me a large sum of money to waste a Master Ball on a Pidgey. I got $2. Quintuple it and you got a deal. Wait, right? No. That's $10. Don't listen to me. I'll throw in 0.5. Oh, hold on. Wait, things are getting spicy now. Wait. Hold on. What is the Master Ball's inherent value, chat? How much does a Master Ball go for? Does it go for less than 250? Am I making some stonks right now? Do we only have one? Yeah, I mean, we only have one. Maybe it goes for a little bit more then. Maybe 250? Okay. So, alright, you know, just slap a... You know what I'm saying? Just take that decimal point, just get it out of there. You know, you get rid of the decimal point and the number and you got a deal. Dunzo dealio. Ba-da-bam. Bam. 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 And the game's $0 technically. No, I can't sell a Master Ball for $0. I can't. They say the Master Ball is priceless, so you would have to provide me something that is also priceless, like I don't know, your left kidney. You don't need it. You got to. I mean, technically that's not priceless, but I think that's a fair deal. You give me something that has a price, I give you something that is simply priceless. I'd make that deal. It has a price, yeah, but that's I think that's I'm the one losing in this scenario, but I'm okay with that. Priceless equals without a price. Without a price equals $0. No, because $0 is the price. It is the lowest possible price. Well, technically no, but $0 is still a price. So if you were saying that priceless to equaling $0 is not true, because if it's priceless and it's worth $0, then it has a price and therefore isn't priceless. Priceless means something money simply cannot buy. Meaning no amount of money is enough. You can find it in the ground, it shouldn't be that much. Yeah, but it's like 1%, isn't it? Like saying infinity has a number. Well, does it, Chad? Does infinity have a number? Maybe it has like a never-ending number. Like technically speaking, isn't it a number that's never ending? Like it is beyond our abilities as human beings to comprehend, but it still technically is a number, right? Like you could spend your entire life listing off numbers and it would never equate to infinity. Infinity? That's pi? No, pi is 3.14 blah 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 blah. So is pi infinity then? Technically speaking? Is that the math that I'm mathing right now? Infinite is every number. It can't count as one singular number. So if I say 22, does that count? Because that's not one singular number. That's two twos. Which is also more than one singular. It's doubled one singular number, and then it's twice. Is it cherry or chocolate pie? I've actually only ever had pumpkin pie. I've only ever eaten pumpkin pie. I didn't even know chocolate pie existed, but that sounds... that sounds quite yummers, admittedly. I did a pack of salami sticks. I feel scammed. There's 4 sticks inside. I paid $3. 4 packs of salami sticks for $3 euros. That sounds about right. Right? Because that equates to... Yeah, sounds about right. It's a little over $1. A Canadian dollar per stick, which is how much it costs here. Damn, that bird went high as hell. Did y'all see that? That guy jumped so high. Insane. Of course you've had pumpkin pie. Okay, but admittedly, I never go try pie. Like, I've never been a pie fan. I'm always taking cake over pie any day of the week. So, like, if there's an opportunity for pie to present itself, pie, okay, no, very rarely is pie presented independently. Usually pie is presented with other things like cupcakes or actual cake or muffins. And admittedly, I'm gonna take anything else over pie. Chocolate pie has never been an available, like, has never been an option though. Does anyone actually crave pie, or do they just settle for it? These are the important questions, chat. These are the questions we need to know. That's a very good question. My typing is cheeks? Well, you said it, not me. Bug type Pokedex says they are attracted to lush environment, move in packs. They are never in one place due to potential predators, but their small size can do easy safe. That's Paris, right? Right, that's Paris. Or lush environments? Maybe that's Fomantic. No, you said a bug type. Is that Paris? If it's Morlul, I'm shooting myself in the mouth. Oh, you just made that up. Never mind. Okay, sick. I'm just gonna... You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna... It's cool. That's cool. Will the Germany come in packs of 10 and... Oh, so I'm just getting scammed. Sick. I mean, you got scams too. Welcome to my world. But that's awesome to hear that I'm getting scammed. I've been getting scammed my whole life. That's pretty Sigma, if you ask me. What about cheesecake? Yeah, I've never had cheesecake either, actually. Butterfree? As much as I'm gonna have fun. We'll see you later, Sanity. Take it easy on me. Have a good train ride home. I googled it and nothing showed up. Like no Pokemon showed up. It showed up a picture of raccoons. Got my shiny Marini. Ooh. What the hell do you name? You know, I think in honor of this conversation, you should name it Cherry Pie. Name it Cherry Pie. You are obligated to, in fact. That's not a request anymore. Kim doesn't need much for their size because of how often they need to travel. So what I'm hearing is they are skinny. They're slim. They ain't thick. If they're not thick, I don't want it, bro. Bump, bump. Sally. Who is Sally? James, because it has a crush on him. What? Who has a crush? Wait. James, because it has a... Yeah, who has a crush on him? Who has a crush on James? Victory Bell? I mean, the way we gawking on that dude, I'd believe it high key. Why do Pokemon have crush on people? No, that just encourages weirdos. Ew. 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 That's so Pokemon. I don't want to play Pokemon anymore, chat. Maybe, you know, I had a lot of fun yesterday. Maybe it's time to I switch to maybe it's time I switch to Fortnite full time, bro. I'd move on from the weirdos who want to have sexual intercourse with a Pokemon. Ew. Or have romantic values with them, which often leads to sexual intercourse. So, same thing. I'll just skip this step. Go from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! So go from no game to basically extincting myself from the possibility of pulling bitches. Got it. Got it. Yesterday like off stream, I mean, yesterday didn't happen. Like I didn't stream yesterday, but I did play Fortnite yesterday. I played Fortnite off stream yesterday. It was pretty cool. I didn't stream yesterday, so Why are you having sex with Pokemon? I don't know. Don't look at me. Look at the Pokemon anime, bro. Look at the Pokemon anime. Don't look at me. They're the ones pushing that narrative, not me, bro. Not me. Marini purposely poisons James to make him look like a Marini. Oh. Oh, so that person lied and they were freaky about it. Oh, so you always do 10 hour stream because you didn't stream 2 days in a row? No, I didn't say that. What? No, but you owe me 10 gifted subs because I didn't stream for 2 days in a row. Yeah, look how quickly he's gonna say no, chat. Look how quickly Caleb's gonna switch up and say no, no. Welcome to my world, brother. What's up, Rusk? Wow, English, by the way. How we doing, homie? What's up, Rusk? I thought you only did editing yesterday. Well, I didn't only do editing, chat. I have a life that involves video games. Why would I owe you anything when I got nothing? Because you're a moderator and that costs money. What is this funky dunky song? It's written in the fine print of becoming a mod. Did we pre-predict? No. We're gonna hold out for a minute. Because I think we're gonna go back to 1 predict a day. We're gonna do how many shinies today? 2 to 3 or 4 plus. Or 0 to 2 or 3 plus, sorry. So I'm gonna hold out for a little bit longer. And then we will. We shall, but not yet. The best thing about furry Pokemon is that you can actually cosplay them in real life. There's nothing good about furry Pokemon, but pop off, girly pop. Or, okay, no, I would argue that, not that, but like, the bad outweighs the good drastically. I smoked this bowl in the name of Oshawaves getting a shiny farfetch'd. Alright, but if I don't get it, then you're permanently banned. No pressure. Can you hardcore explain how to shiny in this game? Because I talk about the concept. Okay, the straightforward answer, just keep catching the same Pokemon over and over again. The short answer is once you get to a catch combo of 31, you have a 1 in 270 chance to have that Pokemon spawn in as a shiny. The catch is it's only applied to the next Pokemon that spawns of that species. So in my instance, it'd be Farfetch'd, right? I'm catching Farfetch'd over and over again. So once I get to a catch combo of 31, the next Farfetch'd that spawns right after I get to that catch combo, only the next one has an increased shiny chance. Every other one after that doesn't. However, if I catch another Farfetch'd to get the catch combo to 32, I can then re-roll that increased shiny chance. So after a catch combo of 31, you want to watch the Pokemon you're comboing spawn in, wait until a new one spawns in every time, and if it's not shiny, catch it, and then repeat. Catch one, wait till a new one spawns in. If it's not shiny, catch it, wait till the next one spawns in. If it's not shiny, catch it, and so on. And eventually it will spawn in shiny. But it's probably going to take you a couple hours. Admittedly, this game is not fast for shiny hunting. This game is not fast for shiny hunting. Like, if you're used to Scarlet and Violet, you have a whole other thing ahead of you. No problem, Travi. Happy to help on me. If you got any other questions, let me know. Hey, Poopy. Hey, sir. Mr. Shithead. A man with many aliases. Dare I say, hey, done. Yeah, I know that you run that YouTube channel. I'm used to Sword and Shield. Okay, then it won't actually take that long. Wait, this game is objectively faster than that. Other than maybe the exception of Dynamax Adventures. Maybe. Can't stay for long. I've got to clean the house. Why don't you just buy one of those robots and have it clean the house for you? Duh. Bring the action. Dude, what I'm doing, wait 4 years? I don't know. At the rate you're going, I'd say maybe like at your rate, Snowy. Like, I'm gonna be so real. So you have the best luck. I've done the research. There's only been 4 ever totally found. One of them was a random Moltres. The other 3 were recorded. They all said they were averaging maybe like 1 encounter a day if they're lucky, and you're out here getting like 4 to 2 a day. So in your instance, dog, you're cruising through that hunt. You're cruising through it. But the guy who did the Zapdos, he said he would run for about 4 hours a day, and he'd get like maybe 1 Zapdos a day. He said the first time was always the hardest, or was the hardest. But what just, oh, was that a Chansey? That's what it was. You're zooming through them. I found 4 today. Yeah, so you're zooming through it. You got that hunt on easy mode, brother. You got that shit locked. Easy peasy. Buy a wife model like I did. There you go. Happy wife is happy life. Why don't you just buy something to take a shower for you? Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, you're kind of cooking. Wait, you're kind of cooking. Boom, boom. Well, so new people, so you're screwed. Yep. You might want to wait for a week again? Why does she be doing that, bro? Why does she just randomly be despawning? Oh, you said buy something to take a shower for you. That's what Snowy said. Why don't you just buy something to take a shower for you? That's big brain. She was visiting my brother the other day. Didn't she do that like yesterday? Bounce, 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 bounce. Also, chat, we're doing a quick little talk check for the one time. Someone? Yeah, something, someone, same difference. Why not? What difference does it make? Pay someone to take a shower for me? Buy a robot to take a shower for me? Both seem to make sense to me. Both seem to make a lot of sense to me. Anyways, chatters and chatters, it is time for your annual cock check. All right, time to inspect the cock. All right. Make sure it's working the way it needs to be. Admittedly, I haven't played in a while, so we're probably got a little cooked. I haven't played in like a week. That's not true, but like it's been a while. We did. What the fuck? I was like, we haven't been 3-starred yet, but we just did. What is that? What did bro whip out? Hold the phone. What the hell is that thing? Yo, what is that? Why does he just have that? What? What am I Bro, I'm like level 5, and you want me to fight an eel-looking ass dragon? Where are you? Visit. How do you have that at this level? Your army camp? How did you... He doesn't even have it anymore. That was a one-time thing that he had, and he whipped it out for me? Was my base that special? He wasted his one-time dragon, whatever the hell that was, on little old me. I mean, all right. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played in a minute, so we got some stuff to do. Absolutely. Do I have anything in treasury? I do not. Okay. I think it's important to upgrade the defenses, apparently. I don't get to jump for that freaking dragon again. How the hell that even comes in? Air defense going up. There's like whopping 11 minutes while I get whipped. As long... Actually, wait. No, never mind. Don't wait. Don't listen to me. I don't want to remove it. Do I have anything of use that I can upgrade with elixir? Probably not. Can I research anything? No. I mean, I can research like troops I'm not using, but they're... Well, troops I'm not using, so why would I care? I guess I'll upgrade... What's our storage max? 700k and 500k. I guess we'll upgrade just to upgrade the barracks, I guess. It doesn't really make a difference, but that way I'm broke and that way I'm not gonna get jumped because nobody's gonna see 6,000 gold and 35,000 total elixir, which they can only take half of. So they're gonna see 3k gold and like 80k elixir, and then be like, oh, I need to attack this base. Oh, great heavens. They're definitely not gonna do that. And if they do, well, they're just farming trophies and that's cringe. So I'm gonna nuke all these really quickly, get some more free gems. We need another builder hut, so all these little bushes, little trunks, everything give us free gems. Kind of huge. They don't give us a lot, but like, you know, a gem, 5 gems, 3 gems, whatever it may be, every little bit adds up, you know. That's 20 gems right there, maybe even more. We started at 400. I think we're like 400 when we started, so you know what, we are now at 432. See, 32 gems just for clicking little buttons. All right, that's it for today's cog check. As yeah, ain't nothing else to do. We'll let it cook. Welcome to like modern Clash of Clans, where you just don't do anything. You kind of just let it do its own thing. Wait, why is it so zoomed in? Wait, what? Huh? What? I don't know. But I do notice something actually that is like low-key bothering me. Hold on. There's like a black outline. Oh my god. I know you guys can't even see it, and it realistically doesn't matter because it's one singular pixel. There we go. Oh, I still see it. Whatever. There is like a black outline, but it's not... Where? It's you. I promise you guys won't even see it because of how Twitch works. But in my recording, I'll see it. My screen has like a 3, maybe 2 pixel long black outline. And when there's like, what is it? It's 1080p by 1920p. When there's 1,000 pixels and 2,000, like 1,000 pixels tall, 2,000 pixels wide, you're not gonna see 3 black pixels, especially when... Like, to my left and to my right, I'm pretty sure your screen is black anyways, right? Am I yipping and yapping and yapping and yapping? Am I cooking? Or am I... I mean, maybe. Actually, no. Twitch comes with a default black outline. So, yeah. You won't even notice it, because it's not that big. That's what she said. On my OBS, so it's not that. But... I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, so when I see the smallest little thing, I'm like, hey, fix it. A gift from his clan member, maybe. Well, I'm gonna go pull up to his clan with a Glock. Call me an American at an elementary school, bro. Enough said. He probably knew it was you. True, I'm just famous like that. You know, Pokemon YouTuber, obviously. Of course, the whole Clash of Clans community knows who I am. CC Pocket on the Switch or just on phone? It's just on the phone. Pokemon Champions is gonna be on the Switch on the phone. When that drops. But TCG Pocket is exclusively mobile. Oh. This is my first ever Oshawaves stream and I'm so confused. What? You have a problem with our cock inspections? Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, dude, I got jumped by the Dragonite, man. I don't want the smoke. How would you do that? I have it on the top and the bottom. You have what on the top and the bottom? Oh, like the black outline? Yeah. It is a black barrier that's just around the stream. Was it the new Switch 2 is worth it? No. But it will be. What is it doing? Okay, that's fantastic, Charizard. I'm happy for you, bro. Right now, no. There's only two games on it. Both of which aren't even that good, objectively. Mario Kart did typical Mario Kart stuff and was super hyped for like a week. And then fell off and nobody cares about it anymore. And Donkey Kong Bonanza is, well, it's a Donkey Kong game. You maybe get like 30 hours of gameplay and then it's like, okay, this game sucks. So, no. But if you are a long-term Nintendo fan, like if you plan on playing Pokemon, for example, just Nintendo Switch games for a long time, like you plan on buying upcoming titles like new Zelda games, new Mario games, etc., then yes, absolutely. Because at one point or another, it is inevitable, the Switch 1 will be replaced. And there will come a time where if you want to be able to continue to play Nintendo games, you will have to buy a Switch 2. Similarly, when the 3DS came out, or after the 3DS's life cycle, sorry, the Switch came out, and then you had to buy the Switch to be able to enjoy the new Nintendo consoles. And it just like, that's literally just the cycle of just games, and it doesn't matter what console you play on. You bought a PlayStation 2, eventually a PS3 will come out, and then you gotta buy the PS3, and if you want to keep playing Sony games, you gotta buy the PS3, and then the PS4, and then the PS5, and eventually the PS6. So in that instance, like if you're a Pokemon fan, Goopy, if you plan on playing future Pokemon titles, at some point you will inevitably need to buy a Switch 2. So right now, absolutely not. It is not worth it. There is nothing new on the Switch 2 that you can play outside of Mario Kart, which is the exact same experience as it was before, or Donkey Kong Bonanza, which, I mean, that is a very niche game for a niche amount of fans. So, you know, but there will come a time you need to get one. So if you got extra pocket money lying around, pocket money, he says, as if it isn't like $600. If you got extra money lying around and you have an opportunity to afford a Switch 2 right now, it's not a bad investment. That being said, you could also wait until it goes on sale, if it ever goes on sale. I think the Nintendo Switch 1 didn't go on sale for a very long time. But if you're okay waiting to save like a couple, like $200, $100 in the span of 2 years, go crazy. Wait for it. Wait for it to dial and the price goes down. I don't think since release the Nintendo Switch price has gone down. Actually, I believe since release, the Nintendo Switch price has only gone up. Because didn't they just up the prices of the old Nintendo Switches? Since release, the Nintendo Switch price has, like the base Nintendo Switch, not the Switch 2, the base Switch has only gone up in price. And especially if you're an American citizen with how your president is doing lots of tariff lore, it would not surprise me if in the near future, the prices go up even more. So you definitely can hold out and wait for that. That is definitely an opportunity. However, just know that it comes with a risk in modern times. And like, you can wait for it to go on sale. Like, absolutely. Like, that's, I don't consider that the same as the price going down because that's a limited time thing. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because typically speaking, items go on sale when they're not selling the way the company wants them to. That is the only time they really ever go on sale, is when they're not being sold at the price either the retailer or the company themselves are not happy with, right? But the Switch 2 is the best-selling console of all time, right? It had the best first-selling week in console history, despite the fact that people are outraged over the prices or whatever. So I don't see them putting it on sale anytime soon. You might gotta wait a bit. And if you're okay with that, rock it. But if you're, you know, if you're gonna want to play Legend Z on the Switch 2, which I definitely feel like is gonna be a lot better of an experience on the Switch 1, maybe it's not a bad idea to invest now. Once you get enough money with the increased performance of Pokemon Violet, it's really fun. I will say that is really fun. It is the same game, but it feels very different. Can you play the same game at the same time on the Switch 2? No. No. You can only play one game at a time. Unless you have 2 copies. Like if you have 2 physical cartridges, then yes you can. But that's because you have 2 physical cartridges. You can do that with any 2 Switches or 2 Switch 2s. Oh yeah, I forgot last time we got Charizard. That's what we found shiny. If I try to load up Let's Go, I mean I have a okay, that's a bad example because I have a physical copy. Okay, Scarlet and Violet. If I try to load up Pokemon Scarlet on my Switch 2, they've introduced virtual game cards. They are quite literally what they sound like. They're a game cartridge that's virtual, which means you can only play one at a time. So if my virtual game cartridge is on my Switch 2, it cannot load on my Switch 1. And if I can load it on my Switch 1, but then I can't play it on my Switch 2. So I can go between the 2 consoles at any given point, but I cannot play both at the exact same time. I can only have one game cartridge, because it's virtual. I can only have one virtual cartridge enabled on one console at a time. Dude, Horsey and Meowth got copy and paste cries. Tell me I'm wrong. I know a lot of Gen 1 cries are copy and paste, but Horsey and Meowth are very similar. Like, I hear Horsey, I'm like, oh, Meowth. It's a seahorse. Is there stuff like that, like the Oleo did, went up 50%? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the only price change it's had, other than the, you know, going on sale at a certain time. See, for somebody like me, I can't wait for that because this is my job. But if you're just a casual gamer, you don't really care too much, like at all, and you're in no rush to play like a new game, not upon its release, but like, if you're okay waiting a year or 2 to play like the new Pokemon games on the Switch 2, no rush. Like whatever the next set of Pokemon games are after Legends ZA, if you're okay waiting a year for that, I don't know if they're gonna release them on the Switch 2, on the Switch 1 and 2. I'm intrigued to see. They are doing it differently though. That is one thing I'm very happy with. I've vocally expressed my concerns for making Switch 1 games before. And if you look at games on the other 2 consoles, PlayStation and Xbox, that are both PlayStation 5 and 4, like available, like, you know, available to play on both. Examples such as Call of Duty. The game's performance is often hindered. The PS5 experience is often hindered for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One compatibility. It looks like on the Switch 2, very different story. Very different. Where they're releasing 2 different versions of the same game. That being said, the Switch 2 is a single-player game with multiplayer features. Call of Duty is a basically exclusively multiplayer experience game, so that does make it a little bit different, but if they do not hinder the Switch 2's experience to cater to Switch 1 players, I am perfectly fine with them releasing a Switch 1 version of whatever. But if my game experience is gonna get hindered because people can't afford a Switch 2, I shouldn't pay full price. I think that's stupid. Full price for a Switch 2 game that performs like a Switch 0.15. You know? I think that's dumb. Are you just seeing what? No. If you're talking about leaks, absolutely not. I think leaks are the dumbest thing ever. I think leaks ruin half the fun of a new Pokemon game, which is about I think half the fun of a new Pokemon game, it's finding out what all the new Pokemon are. But to each their own. To each their own. I know there's people who just like are obsessed with leaks and stuff. And I don't really understand why, because it's like, well, why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Why? You know, half the fun of a Pokemon game, I feel like, when you load up is finding all the new Pokemon. Whoa, what are you? What is this guy? Who are you? What does this dude do? And then, you know, like, that's really fun. But if you see it on your phone 3 months prior, oh, hey, I've seen this guy before. I already know what he does. I know everything about him already. Hey, you're cool, I guess. I don't know. I feel like leaks just really ruin the experience of the game. Or the fresh experience of a new Pokemon game. So I don't understand why people enjoy them. What even is Gen 10? I don't think we know anything about Gen 10 outside of like things that have been leaked. which even then, leaks aren't even real half the time. I have to conceive it myself. I become a victim till in second stage. But Incineroar is cool. Well, what are you trying to say right now? What are you trying to diss my go to Incineroar for? He's cool. Yo. Everyone hate to this day? Well, you hate him because you ain't him. Incineroar is the best Pokemon of all time. Rah! I'll be right back, chat. I bought this no sugar creamer for my coffee, and it low-key tastes like ass. It's not good. I don't like it. I only bought it because it was on sale. But I do not like the way it tastes. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I have to order more, which really sucks. Why does my microphone pick up me gulping? Chat, I don't gulp that loud. Okay? Let me tell you, I don't gulp that loud. Maybe I do. Here, let me put it like here, I guess, and we'll just see. I don't gulp that loud. And if I do, well then, I'll sob myself to sleep. How's that sound? Also, we gotta catch couple 31, which means we have eventually reached epic shiny odds. I didn't see anything. Yeah, my mic was still picking it up though. It was very faint. It was really quiet, but it was still getting picked up. Can we bring Larry Miku back? Hell nah. Hell nah. Get that boy out of here, bro. Miss me with that, dude. Absolutely not. Boom, boom, boom. Why does the old classic sound so good? Farfetch'd. Hi, little gamer. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bottom, bum, bum. What about just Larry? Chat, type 1 if you hate Larry. Mods ban anybody that doesn't type 1. W Caleb. Anybody who doesn't type 1, ban him. Get him out of here. We don't want him around these parts. We are part of the certified Larry hating squad. Chicken strip. So you think you're funny, huh? Alright, I got that one. Get that one out of here. See you later, Artie. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bum bum. Bada bam, bada bam. Bum, bada bam, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I've seen that meme, dude screaming chicken strips. The only chicken strips meme I know of is where the child moans macaroni and chicken strips. That's about it. That's the only one that I know. I don't know Larry, but I support Larry hating. W, as you should. Somebody give that guy mod right now. That guy deserves mod. It's a hefty black guy streaming it. I've never seen it. Or maybe I haven't, I just don't recall. There's the chance I just do not recall. Farfetch'd. Yod. Dio. Hi, bird. Oh, I wanted to host a poll about this game. I forgot about that. Chat, really quickly, if you haven't already, exclamation mark DC. I forgot I was going to do that. Because we have been mainstreaming this for a hot minute. Scooby, what's up, brother? How we doing, homie? How we doing? What's up, bro? Happy Saturday. Yeah, can you pin that, by the way, Caleb? Thank you. Yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord server, exclamation mark DC. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to put up a poll tonight. For those of you who are around a while ago, we used to stream this game twice a week. It was every Tuesday and every Saturday. I think it was every Tuesday and Saturday, right? That sounds about right. And we've been like kind of just locked in our mainstream, but I feel like high key, I'm not alone in saying I'm down to take a little break CPU from this game. Like yesterday was really fun. And not to say I could play like Fortnite and other games, but just like, what just happened? What just happened? Oh, my thing is unplugged. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, my audio just randomly stopped. Anyways. Yeah, no, I don't know. This game's like fun. Don't get it twisted. I love this game, but doing it every single day for like what? We've been doing this for like a month, maybe 2 months straight. Go try 11 at home. Maybe not like instantly, but over time. Over time for sure. Bang Bang by Ari. I have no idea who or what that is. Oh, that's what you're doing? Dude, that is a grind and a half, dude. I respect it. I do respect it. Boink. But yeah, I feel like maybe we started another project. Or something. I don't know. I'm in this weird predicament where, dude, like, editing is just, like, I'm at an all-time demotivated aspect for editing. Like, I just struggle to get locked in with editing so hard. In, like, 10 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So projects are all often, like, taking a lot longer than they do, I need them to take, than they should. So I'm not finishing them fast enough, which means I'm like, the recording process is often twice as fast as the editing process. So, you know, if I just keep recording and I'm stocking up projects and the editing isn't keeping up with it. So I don't know. It is an odd predicament to be in. Do you have 5 projects to continue? No, actually, it's honestly, it's just this. Well, not like, this isn't done. In terms of editing, I just need to finish the next video and then the psychic, all psychic shinies. And then this, like, this isn't done. But, yeah, this isn't done. So I've been like, I don't know if I want to start new stuff, but maybe I do because this is relatively slow. Where's my bird at? Sandy left, he forgot his jacket? Yeah, he told me, Noel. He told me. Look, looks like he's got an excuse to go back and grab it now, though. Which is pretty sick. I can't pin it? That's okay, Caleb. That's okay, homie. It's all good. All goody. Hey! Absolutely safe. What are you hunting? We're going for Shiny Zacian. Big stretch. Big stretch. Didn't come for my birthday, which is in September. So after this. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Bow, bow. I think we need a Shiny Levitate with every Gen 9 Pokemon. That actually doesn't... That bird just disappeared. That actually doesn't sound that bad. They can get it? I think you can. I don't think that's that. Like, it's a lot of shinies. But when you're able to get like 2-3 shinies per sandwich, that actually doesn't sound that bad. Like, it's definitely a big project, but you'd make a lot of progress. I think the thing about that was you'd consistently be making progress, which would definitely help with the motivation factor. Oh, the ones we're doing in Gen 9? Oh, go. Yeah. Oh, that would be... Do it, dude. Do it. I thought you just meant ever, like a living Dex and Scarlet Violet. Do it, dude. I mean, that could turn into that, though. You could get every Gen 9 one and then from there be like, actually, I want to get them all. Not that crazy yet. Yeah, keyword yet. We never know. Like, you could get all the Gen 9 ones and then realize, well, that wasn't that bad. Let's do it again. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. I don't get into shiny hunting, but I'm too lazy, so Masuda maybe. I kind of want to get into shiny hunting, but I'm too lazy, so... Masuda. Kind of want to get into shiny hunting, so... But I'm too lazy, so hardest and longest shiny hunting method of all time. Yeah. Yeah. But the fear of missing a shiny is too big. Yeah. But... Would you rather spend 10 hours for one shiny? Or 10 hours for like... 15 shinies and maybe 2 missed? Yes, you missed 2. Whereas with Masuda, you wouldn't miss any. But then... Also, you're finding 10 with the other method. My ass is unlucky AF. It doesn't matter how unlucky you are, it's Scarlet and Violet. It is Scarlet and Violet. You will probably find multiple shinies within one sandwich. You could be the dumbest person, you could be the unluckiest person, the blindest person. You're still gonna find shinies. I'm not saying this in a way to talk down on shinies in that game, but I am saying that, like, realistically that won't happen. Bump 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 bana bana. Oh, hi, Bird. Bird 2, I didn't even see you. So, PLA, true. True, you can also just hop on PLA and just literally just fly around. Eventually, you'll hear a bring. This is true as well. We get every Gen 7 shiny Pokemon someday too. Do it. Do it. Is that another Bjorn? Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. I mean, one of these gotta be new, right? There's no way they're all not like already pre-spawned. Maybe, but wait, let me down. I thought I got off Zard. I don't have PLA. Oh, well, 07 to you then. 07 to you, brother. Don't really know what to tell you. Bump, 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 banana, banana. I think that bird was there, actually. I think that bird was there. Let's see the force despawn. That one wasn't, though. I think 4 days this month because I'm just there when they really, really need me. Do you like that or no? Some people be like, oh, I only have to work 4 days this month. Other people like, I only got 4 days this month. I need a new job. Which side are you on? Are you team pro? No work, or you team boo? No work. Like both sides have valid points. Nobody likes to work, so when you're not scheduled a lot, it's like hell yeah. But also means you got a lot of money. But if you don't spend a lot anyways, then hell yeah. But if you're every gen, then that's like an easy shiny mix. True. And then you get to experience a lot of different shiny hunting methods. That's why, like, to an extent, I like the idea of doing like the what's it called? So shiny of every type. Or all shinies of all types. Like, I think, I don't know. I'm really excited to see how that video turns out. I'm also like really anxious for it, but I have like 8 weeks and now it's just when they really need me. It's my summer break and I'll probably continue working when school starts up. Most people do that backwards. They work less during school and then work more during summer. Do you just prefer to enjoy no responsibilities for 2 months and then I'll have responsibilities the rest of the year? Like, is that your preference? Oh, no, weekends. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay. Hey, don't smack my friggin' ball away. Stupid duck. What the Fortnite? I would never say that bad word. The only thing I will say, Fish, if you end up doing Gen 1, do not do it and let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Oh, farfetch'd, where do ye be? There you are. Good at face on the crab. See, I'm okay with that. Yo, what's up, Vinny? What's good, homie? What's good, bro? How we doing? I'm okay with facing on a crab because as a crab, you know what I'm saying? It's a crab. I'm okay with that. We need a crab. I will welcome a crab with open arms. I want a job. Thank you for censoring that. I appreciate it. Thank you. But nowhere is hiring. That's always another pain in the ass. Finding jobs nowadays, from what I've heard, I don't know from experience, I haven't really been looking, but from what I've heard, is incredibly hard. Farfetch'd. Only there's my last. Let me go back to kindergarten. True. Retweet. You shiny Chansey? Yes. We phased on a shiny Chansey. I don't remember when, but we've only phased on one. I have no idea how, because this game is notorious for giving you random shiny Chanseys. But fact of the matter still is, we've only ever gotten one. So far. That could change, but so far. See you later, Gooby. Take it easy, homie. Oh, you were saying about a Soggy. Soggy, take it easy, homie. We shall see you later. I hope your day at work, employment. I hope it goes by smoothly, dog. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. How we doing today, Vinny? How you been, dog? It's good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing fantastic. Happy Saturday. But what the hell? No, Bjord, go away. Hey! Okay, dude, what was that throw, dude? What am I, in kindergarten? Come on now. Throw the ball. I know you're capable of it. I strongly believe it. So many farfetch'd. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. But none of them are shiny. And I got beat with that. Dude, I got like something in my arm. Like my elbow. And it's like, it hurts. And where so far my board luck's better in the morning? Maybe it's just that time of day. Maybe the birds just appreciate the morning more. Get out of here, Dragonite. Skedaddle. I thought there was a farfetch'd down there. I guess not. Early bird gets the worm. True. No way, you gotta cook with that one. No way, because you gotta cook with that one. High key. Go away, bitch. I'm getting sniped by birds left, right, and center. And not the birds that I want. I'm awake. Good morning, bro. How was the hunka me? Building a Lego F1 car? Oof. That sounds like peak, bro. Can I be real? That sounds like peak. Absolute peakness. No, why did it... There we go. Okay, that wasn't where I wanted it to go. But it's better than it going straight. Oh, did you just spawn in? I'll assume yes. Oshawaves, do you use Instagram? Hell nah. Hell nah. High key? I think that's just not cringe. But like I low-key feel like Instagram is a dating platform. High key. Like not advertised as one, but it's borderline one. But then it also has Instagram. It's like an everything app because like it also has Reels. Like there's nothing about Reels that are dating like, but then like the Instagram picture sharing aspects really feels like a dating app. And I don't take pictures of myself, so you know, why would I care for it? And I got TikTok. Why would I need Instagram Reels if I got my freaking TikToks? So I don't. I just for one reason. Show you the things your friends like instead of what you like. So if I'm having a chat with a girl, my reels are full of makeup. What's wrong? You don't like seeing pretty makeup tutorials, Snowy? You don't want to watch a get ready with me makeup morning routine? Bow, 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 bow. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I always watch TikTok. Like, if I want short form content, I consume TikTok. Because it's like, that is the source. Everything else is a cheap knockoff of TikTok. Why not just watch TikTok? I do understand that Instagram does have its, like, benefactors, though. Like, I know that, like, the guidelines on Instagram are a lot less strict, so if that's of interest to you, then not. How do I get messages regarding dating? Only those bots. I don't want to use, but I feel like it'd be good for me to share my art and try to get following. That's different. Like Instagram is like a platform-ish. Like the appeal of Instagram of taking pictures of yourself to upload, that side of it comes off as very like datey-like. You're taking pictures that look good to impress people. And like, you know, like the whole sliding into people's DMs, that came from Instagram. That whole thing where people sliding in DMs, that is Instagram. Like people get together because of that app. So that's like, okay, well, it's like a dating app. And that's chill, like there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just not my thing. So I don't. It's just not for me. It's usually better than Twitter when it comes to art, to be honest. I could not agree with... I could not disagree with that more, actually. I do not agree with that whatsoever. And my argument is growing up, you had to go out of your way. Like, Instagram shows you what you're interested in, right? Like... to an extent, so does Twitter. Like, obviously, everything does. It's not going to show you something you're not interested in. But, like, if you're involved in art on Instagram, like, if you constantly look at other people's art, then you're going to see art. The more art you interact with, the more art you're going to see. But that also means that if you don't interact with art whatsoever, your art very rarely is going to get pushed out there unless it's, like, a niche. Like, if you make Pokemon art, then people who interact with Pokemon things might see it. Because it's Pokemon related, even though it's not art. Like, they're not exclusively gonna see art, so they're a lot less likely to see it than somebody who's interactive with art. But they might see it because it's Pokemon related. Whereas on Twitter, I see just random ass art all the time. Pokemon art, non-Pokemon art. I just see random ass art all the time, and I don't interact with art. I would not be, if I scroll through Twitter right now, if I open Twitter, I'm not gonna share my screen out of fear of boobas. Gaming clip. Art right there, boom. Right there, there's art. Keep scrolling. Meme, some random shit. Meme. Fortnite lore. Jaden Animations getting canceled again or something. I don't know. Clash Royale. Cooking an emoji, like the Emoji Movie. That's fair. More art right there. Of some lady I've never seen before. And it's not R34. It's just art. Whereas on Instagram, I probably would not see it. Boom, boom, boom. I did it before too. After 2 months of posting, I'm trying to get a following. At 0 followers and 0 likes, regardless, to throw myself out there. Then you're not using the platform right. You're not using the platform right. No hate, but like there definitely is a luck factor involved in anything, but if you had 0 likes and 0 followers, that means you're using the platform incorrectly. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Twitter is like TikTok and gonna go viral, but it is not hard to gain a following. Objectively, I use the platform incorrectly too, and I know that. I use it incorrectly too. And I know that I do, which is why I don't complain about my following or any of that stuff. Because I know I don't use it the way that like you're supposed to technically use it, but I just like using it the way I want to use it. I just tweet random stuff every now and then. Is what is it getting canceled again? I don't know. For something she said about Christians. I don't know. I don't really get involved in drama. That's Twitter. I saw it on Twitter, so just what I saw. I have 12 followers, and most of them are girls who have links in their bios. There you go. There you go. I'm trying to hunting Stack Attack and Dynamax rates. Good luck, Travi. Good luck to you, brother. Bam, 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 bam. Chad, watch me get a shiny Geodude in Pokemon Go right now. My phone didn't vibrate. It's not shiny. I'm gonna cry. That's my 13th reason. It's fine. I actually didn't want one anyways. Shinies are cringe. Who even likes shiny Pokemon? Not me. They're stupid. Dumb and ugly. But nonetheless, like, that's valid. I like, you know, I'm happy to hear that Instagram's working out for you, Autumn. Twitter definitely has potential if you use the platform correctly, but that's exactly it. You have to use the platform correctly. I see so many just random small accounts with like 50 followers just randomly go viral. But that's because they know how to take advantage of the platform and use it the way they're supposed to. Where, unfortunately, I know it sounds cringe, but it's like deadass like for like, follow for follow kind of deal. That's where the term moots came from. Twitter. Or oomph. That one might not have spawned from Twitter, but I really feel like Twitter popularized that term. Because I see on Twitter all the time, like, let's be mutuals. And that's mutuals is where you follow each other and like each other's posts. Because how Twitter works is, if I interact with a post, then odds are some of my followers will see it indirectly. People who follow me will also see it. They might not interact with it, but they'll see it. So, and the instance of if I, like, just as an example, if I follow you and you follow me, anything that you interact with, I would see. And anything I interact with, you would see. And if we both like Pokemon and I interact with something Pokemon related, then you're going to interact with something Pokemon related. But then similarly, if I interact with something you post, then people who follow me would see your post. And if I liked your post and people who follow me like what I like, they'll probably like your post. And then their followers will interact with your post because they see it. That's how Twitter works. What is that song? Yep, this is the song from Fortnite. Everything is from Fortnite. Undertale from Fortnite when? Undertale in Fortnite? I just want everything to be canonical in Fortnite for no other reason other than irony. Like, I think that would be funny. Like, Pokemon in Fortnite? Make it happen. Chat, what is you guys' favorite legendary Pokemon? What is you guys' favorite legendary? Of all the gamers and game mats that exist. And why is the correct answer? Zekrom. No, there's no correct answer. He's the coolest, but there's no correct answer. Chi-Yu, really? Out of all of them, Chi-Yu, a newer one. That's cool. Okay. Okay, I rate that. Wait, when are you putting your predicts? I don't think we're gonna today. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna today because it's really late in the stream. I didn't want to hold out for a bit, but then we held out for a little too long, so I just don't think we're gonna today. Zekrom, or Reshiram, and you just lost so much aura for backing down. Shame on you. Xerneas, low-key. W. Xerneas, Necrozma. Lunala. Dude, okay, so we have... Wait, why was I thinking Xerneas and Necrozma in the same type triangle? Or same legendary triangle? Trio. Why am I saying triangle? Oh my god, I can't speak today. Yo, I was like, oh, so we got all three of them. We got Lunala, we got Necrozma, and we got Xerneas. The whole type trio. Type trio. I'm gonna crash out, bro. Can I just... There. Sign language. Yo. No, Shining Chi was beautiful. I will say, Shining Chi was absolutely beautiful. Victini, actually, Victini is a mythical non-legendary, so that's an invalid answer. That doesn't count because that's not a legendary, actually. Triangles, my favorite. Xerneas and Lunala? Yo, what's up, Low Game Burble? Let's go, homie. It's kind of crazy, dude. Nobody's favorite Shiny Legend, or Shiny Legend. Oh my god, nobody's favorite Legend is Gen 5 or before Gen 4. Gen 4 or previous. That just means that Gen 4 sucks. That's all I'm seeing. Nah, I can't say that. Dialga used to low-key be my favorite legendary. So, I can't cook it too hard. Wait, seriously? Well, I mean, I do think that Gen 4 does suck, but... Favorite Shiny Mythical is Genesect? Dude, high-key, crazy take. I think Genesect movie was one of the most underrated movies. Like, I know that movie's not hated on. I just feel like that movie's underrated. Bam, 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 bam. Darkrai go burr. That's valid. Honestly, that's valid. Darkrai's kind of cool. He's kind of a gangster sheep. What's good, homie? Welcome on in, bro. Gen 5 is awesome and I love it. Good. If you didn't, I would have to permanently ban you and never look back. Ever. Ever. Sorry, I'm late. I was organizing my life. How dare you? How dare you prioritize your own well-being in your life over an Oshawaves Twitch stream? Positive. Minus 70,000 reputation points. Right there. Congrats. Your reputation's fallen all the way back down to D rank. Disappointing. Okay, figure out what Dialga's cry sounds like. There you go. You're welcome. Dialga and Kyogre? That's cool, but Groudon's better. Between Kyogre and Groudon, Groudon's better. But that's like your take is valid. I just had to put that information out there that Groudon's better. You can never forget what Palkia sounds like, because he sounds like the the monster from Star Wars. Not the monster, but like the thing. I don't really know what it's called. The thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi rode on top of before the iconic hello there. So bam 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 bam. Boom, boom, boom. Charger bugs, true. Charger bugs cry. Ton of gas. Charger bug's just a little guy. You know what? He's just a little guy. And if you don't appreciate him for being the little guy he is, get out of here. Charger bug's my go, bro. I love that little feller. I taught you that. You did. I never would have known. Actually. Actually never would have guessed that. So can I get a shiny Farfetch'd now? Because I was nice. That Farfetch'd isn't shiny. What the freak? Why is it not shiny? I'm angry now. Daddy's angry. Yeah, I'll see myself out, chat. Sorry. I'll see myself out for that one. Need some eggs? Oh. Egg sounds so yummy, and then I remember that I'm North American. And then I just get really sad. Because they will never be as good. And that always breaks my heart. I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not hating. I'm just, the fact of the matter is, European eggs are better. That's not even close. I hate eggs over here. Growing up, I always despised eggs. Like, eggs suck. They were gross and yucky, and I will never eat an egg again. And then I flew overseas. And I tried an egg, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. Please. Only feed me this for the rest of my existence. I'm in Killer Rainbow Eggs. Can I tell you something crazy, Autumn? Can I tell you something crazy? But you need to hear me out before you judge me. And don't yell at me or laugh at me, chat, for being Canadian. Scrambled eggs and maple syrup is unironically so fucking good. Please don't yell at me and laugh for being Canadian. I know that we put maple syrup on everything, but it's so good. Maple syrup on scrambled eggs is peak, bro. See, thank you. See, thank you, Autumn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so good. I'm telling you, chat. It's so good. With bacon, I don't think I've tried. Actually, I probably have tried. Like, because I'd have, like, you know, a big breakfast that's bacon, scrambled eggs, toast, maple syrup on the scrambled eggs. So probably, you know, had some bacon dipped in it once or twice. Like, I feel like I've tried that, but I don't remember. But dude, scrambled eggs, only scrambled. It has to. I will. The non-scrambled eggs with maple syrup is not good. I've tried. Maple syrup with scrambled eggs. S tier. S tier food. I'd consider trying that. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I used to eat scrambled eggs with ketchup too. That wasn't bad. It definitely tasted better than just plain scrambled eggs, but nowhere near as good as scrambled eggs and maple syrup. There we go. I just ran into the door. Pro tip, don't do that. You're welcome. That'll cost you $7.99.99. We do make payment plans with a 20% interest rate, though. Bum, bum, bum. I like egg yolk. The whites are literally flavorless. I only actually eat egg whites as if it's with something else or hard boiled. I don't blame you. Because again, eggs do low-key suck. Eggs, North American, are just American in general. North and South American eggs, just, maybe not South American, actually, I don't know, but North American eggs suck. Actually, I imagine they probably taste better. South American eggs. And I'm curious. Yeah, I'm going to South America just to taste an egg. Have a good slumber, Snowy. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Have a good slumber, dude. I prefer grubbin, but Charger Bug is still goated. Now we got beef, bro. I can't believe you just said that. I can't believe you just said that. We got beef. What's up, Poke Nerd? What's good, homie? Welcome on in, dude. How are we? Hello, hello. How we doing today, homie? Happy Saturday. Welcome on in, bro. Hope you're doing fantastic today. I can hear my Charizard's wings flapping with aura. Also, chat, friendly reminder, we're hosting a poll after stream today in the Discord server. Exclamation mark DC if you haven't joined already. Exclamation mark DC. It is Saturday, so I'm not going to feel bad for picking Noni Gang late at night. Bow, 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 bow. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing A-okay. No complaints, I will say. Oh my god, bars? Eminem? Is that you? I'm doing A-okay. Yeah, no complaints. No complaints. Just gay a la Ming, ready to find our shiny beard. Not having much luck yet, but... What's the poll gonna be about? It's gonna be about big booty bitches or unlimited shiny Pokemon. No, it's gonna be regarding the future of the streams. Regarding the future of the streams, because admittedly, I want to see what people prefer. I want to see what people prefer. If they would rather us switch it up. Because we've been streaming Let's Go like consistently, basically every single day for like over a month, absolutely. I feel like... When did we get Mana, actually? Maybe it hasn't been a month, or maybe it's been almost a month, but... Hey, don't get it twisted. Love this game. But every single day is kind of rough. Or like, you know, a couple days I've missed, but still. I think it's been over a month. Almost 2, actually, yeah. Okay, well, not almost 2. That's not true. When did I take my week break? There's a gap here. And I don't know what the gap here is for. It said there's a week gap between... When did I go away for a week, chat? Was that not... No, that wasn't. Right. No, I took the week off for... Right, that was because I was taking a week off streaming. Right. Yeah, so we've been doing it for over about a month straight. About a month straight. And, well, I mean, I did take the week, so I guess 3 weeks straight, but I don't know. I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like it might be time to do something new. I still do this, just not every single day. Anyone only got any de-stressing tips? Then no. Wait, you're getting A-level results in a few days, and what is A-level results? What does that mean? Hello, Quacker. Well, I'll be by then. Good. I'll be sure to wake you up. Come to Vegas. I'll do my duty as a woman. Brother, what? You live in Vegas? You live... I mean, your dog stuff go crazy, but oh my god. How do you survive there? Does it cost you like a gajillion dollars just to survive a month? I've been saying it so much. You just noticed I'm in Vegas? Yeah. I've seen you talk about Vegas. Like, I thought you were going like on a trip once. Oh no. Wait, that's cool though. Boom, boom, out. Boom, 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 out. Boom, 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 boom. Good luck, man. I heard the unis are being more lenient this year. Oh, well, you apply to a university. Is that what A-level results in? If like, I don't know what that means. A-level results means. But actual de-stressing tip is just keep yourself occupied. Because realistically speaking, like I could logically talk you out of it, but that's not gonna make you feel better.
Toffify_17 says I feel scammed. I had to drink water yesterday and I missed the Miku stream you were supposed to make today. A day later, as I asked you, BTW hi.
My sincerest of apologies, Sofifi. How dare I? For what it's worth, that stream VOD is getting uploaded to the Vods channel. So Exhibition Vods. If you missed it, it'll be uploaded there in 2.5 hours. Take a bath, tell myself it'll be okay. Like if it'll be okay. Take some baths, true. Time to yourself, drink some tea, hang with friends, you got this. I agree. Keeping yourself busy is very important. Especially if it's not something you can control. Like realistically speaking, no matter what happens, you will be okay. You will be okay. Things will work out. Even if it doesn't go the way you want it to, life has silly little ways of surprising you, so just chill. Don't let something that you can't control bother you. That is like, but realistically, that's so much easier said than done, right? Well, you play video games. Lock into Fortnite, become a professional Fortnite player. That is a D1 distraction. Or my original suggestion, fentanyl does work too. How we doing, Tofifi? How you been, homie? How we doing? Oh, basically, if you get a union, I'm gonna be so honest, Shandy Lure. I didn't see you say that. I just am now seeing that. I'm seeing that now. And realistically speaking, here's another thing too. Like, you might get in. You might get in. And then you're gonna look back at yourself and be like, wow, well, don't I feel silly for stressing out? I got in for nothing. Or I got in, so I stressed for nothing. So, geeking over it, like, I get it. And that's a very anxious thing. I understand. So you're not wrong or silly for feeling that way. But if you get in, whenever you get your results back, you're gonna feel really silly for stressing. And even if you don't get in, stressing doesn't get you anywhere. I'm a very logical person, so for me, I try to logically talk myself out of it. Whether you stress or you don't stress will not change the results of it, so you might as well do your best to not stress. And if you physically feel like you can't do that, then keep yourself occupied. Do things that you enjoy. Physically speaking, there's nothing that you could do right now to further improve or decrease your chances of getting in. So I would just do things that you enjoy, whatever that may be. Watching Pokemon streams, playing Pokemon, hanging out with friends, going for nature walks, whatever it may be that you enjoy, do that. Put yourself in the best possible version of your own happy place. Because realistically speaking, you can force that stress out of you, constantly reminding yourself that no matter how you feel right now in this moment, or no matter how you feel in the days up and coming too, it's not gonna change whether you get in or not. Whether you feel stressed out as hell right now, or you feel super excited right now, isn't gonna change the outcome. And because of that, you shouldn't be bothered about something you can't control. If you get in, that's awesome. If you don't get in, that's also okay. It is also a-okay. RD is 1 in 100. 1 in 100 if you have Shiny Charm, 1 in 300 if you don't. I wish you could show my Shiny because I'm currently on 203 with no Shiny. That's how it be sometimes, bro. 07 new, but that's how it be sometimes. But 203 with not a single Shiny is rough. Boom, 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 boom. Actual bars, little facts. Hawking and Tuaing, dare I say? Yeah, double odds in DA. That's unfortunate as hell. I hate Dynamax events just because of how slow they are. Personally. Personally. Bow, bow. So where's like... There you are. You're not slightly red. I'm sad because I missed Miku stream and the cake song on Family's birthday again. That stinks, but it's okay. Please, Zygarde, I had to be doing 2 other things at the same time. Did I get bored or annoyed whenever I lost? Yeah. It's really slow and very frustrating. Very slow and very frustrating. So, I don't blame you. Like, the only instance I wouldn't be bothered by it is if I'm doing, like, 4. Like, 4 hunts at once. The 4 switches. I have 3. I have 2 other capture cards right here. I just haven't opened yet, so. Dynamax Adventure stream's coming not soon, but eventually. I also you forgot the LS. Shame on you, Mew Princess. You forgot the LS. SMH. I don't think I could be single-handedly more disappointed in my life. Did I? Okay, alright. Alright, what's up, homie? How we doing? Happy Saturday. Goofy Twitch chat. So close. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I would never suggest living in Vegas, though. Yeah, I I never would. That doesn't sound very fun, which is why I was like, oh my god. What's that like? With our boyfriend or your boyfriend's family at the moment? Well, shit. I mean, hey, if you got it worked out, it's gotta be expensive as hell to live there. Hi, can I get another farfetch'd, please? Another bird. So many red things. Kingler, Charizard, Dragonite. That's not red. Oshawaves. Shut up. Pidgeotto. There's a bird. There he is. Good. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. I'm doing A-okay. Looking forward to finding our sparkly pocket monster. Boink. Our little gamer. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Slapping ads on me. I see how it is. That's what you get for what are we? Not finishing a sentence. Horsey. Shout out to Horsey, dude. Little guy. Little gamer. Just hanging out. Living its life as it swims around. You can never hate that little soul. You can never look at me and tell me that you don't like that little gamer. Alright, bye. It's nice seeing you, buddy. Whoa, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's tiny. Relatable. I wrote kind of fast, though. Yeah, he do be kind of zooming. Don't underestimate his size for his speed. He do, in fact, be zooming around. Dare I say, he might be a part of Team Umizoomi. The way he be zooming. Boink. Autumn, how many times do you go to the casino? Be honest. You live in Vegas. Surely go to the casino every day, right? Bum 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 bum. Because I don't gamble? What's the point of living in Vegas if you're not gonna gamble? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Haven't heard of that one in a while. Yeah, dude. Throw back to Team Umizoomi. They be the goats. Thank you for the channel, like, bah. Appreciate it, homie. I don't want to explore one, though. Be on a car. Anything is walking distance if you have the time. And if you're unemployed, you absolutely have the time. Ice Wishwork, Goon, and Gone. Thank you for the lurk, Umbreon. I moved to Vegas to be my man out the city, but you might as well take, you know, if you're only planning on living there temporarily, you might as well take advantage of the city perks. Next 20 shiny? Okay, but if you're wrong, I have to permanently ban you because we do permanently ban liars around these parts. No pressure, but just gotta put that information out there. I have cheese noodles. Cheese noodles. I haven't. What does it even taste like? Like pasta? Cheese, like so mac and cheese? Around these parts in a Texan accent. I don't even know what a Texan accent sounds like. Can I be honest, chat? Noodles on cheese? Yeah, so there's mac and cheese. I recently played Emerald and it's way better than I remembered. I'm fairly sure I did Deoxys. I don't know if good luck. Good luck to you, bro. I stand by you, Trooper, but oh my god. Can you do Runaways for Deoxys? We have no mac and cheese here. Mac and cheese is macaroni and cheese, which is a noodle. So I think it is just mac and cheese. That's all. Mac and cheese is just noodles and cheese, which is what you described. Macaroni noodles. So you might be using a different kind of noodle, but... I understand the lore now, chat. I know everything. You had like Emerald, you bet Emerald was 2013, so it was like $35. Oh, I wish. Oh, how I wish. Bam, 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 bam. You know what? You might be right, Purple, but I can't tell you. I cannot confirm nor deny that statement. No comment at this time. My lawyers have advised that much. Add bacon. True. Is there anything you can't add bacon to that would, like, improve the meal? I don't think there is. I don't think there's a single thing that you can't add that, like, bacon with that would improve it. Soup. I don't... nah, dude, because, like, high-key, my favorite kind of soups have meat in it. Like, those are some of my favorite soups. So just adding more meat to it, like, I wouldn't complain. Soggy bit, but maybe if the bait... Yeah, but, like... Oh, my ears ringing like a bitch. Anything vegan? Nah, because adding real meat would just improve the quality of the food. You guys ever had vegan food? That shit tastes like ass. Spaghetti? Ooh. But spaghetti with meatballs. It is a different kind of meat, but spaghetti with meatballs, low-key goes gas.
Fiish says bacon, egg and cheese, cheese, bacon, egg and cheese, cheese.
Get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. Cereal with milk. Okay, I've never mixed bacon and milk before, so you might... If there was an answer, that is the highest probability of it being correct. Bump, bump. So my friend stole a vegan sausage from another, and we tried it and cried. A vegan sausage? Yeah, that's... It's ucky. It's ucky. Someone said I would eat yogurt. Yeah, I don't know how well dairy and bacon mixes. I don't think I've ever tried like anything with like dairy and bacon. So maybe. I mean, like pizza, but it's not, dairy's not dominant. It's not just dairy. I don't know. That's like, well, I mean, I've had like bacon and cheese sandwiches though. But that's still not dominant. That's not just dairy. So the bread could help in that. Bacon and yogurt. Maybe. Maybe. What game are you next badge quest on? What we gonna do badge quest? We kind of do. We just do like. They're just shiny only. Like I don't exclusively just do badge quests. We typically do one shiny per badge, maybe two, but or sometimes two. But I don't know. What I do know is I let my Discord vote for that. Actually, Goopy. My Discord choose what game. I don't know when we're gonna do it next. Maybe soon. But I always let my Discord choose what game. So that is up to my Discord. If you want to join, not just you, Goopy. If anybody wants to join, if you want to be able to vote for the next shiny only challenge game we take on, ! DC. And we might be doing one soon. Like I said, I'm hosting a poll in the Discord server regarding going forward for the streams, because maybe we take a little breaksy poo from these. Not even a little breaksy poo. Maybe like we just do our old schedule where we just go Pikachu maybe like twice a week, 3 times a week maybe, and then the other half of the week we do something else. Maybe. And in that instance, it works out. And but if that does happen, people are probably gonna want another Shiny Only challenge. Bum ba bum bum. Bum ba bum bum. How did I deleted this? I got a really cool potential sponsorship coming up, and I'm really looking forward to that. If all works out the way I want it to, I got a really cool sponsorship coming up, which I'm very picky when it comes to sponsorships. I got offers. I'm not gonna say I get offers all the time, but I get a couple offers a month, I'd say, and I almost always decline them. That was for you, Wormhole. Cheers. But I got one that's actually pretty cool. I'm looking forward to. I cannot leak lore, but me eating my vegan food that doesn't taste disgusting. I don't think I've ever once had vegan food that isn't disgusting. But if you are vegan, like if you are limited to just vegan food, then to you it's like not bad. It's either like people like me growing up, I ate a lot of processed food. Like I ate a lot of really like, shitty, like low quality food. To me, it's not bad. Like processed cheese. I prefer processed cheese over grilled cheese. I think grilled cheese is gross. Well, not gross. I just don't like it nearly as much. That's because I'm used to processed cheese. So the general population, I know there's a lot of people who think processed cheese is gross. But because I eat basically that, like that's all I'm used to, I don't think it's bad. So I think it's the same thing like with vegan food. Like if you are a vegan and you eat vegan food, to you, it's not bad because it's all you're used to. Like that's all you eat. But to the general public, it's not good. Like, I mean, but it's more power to you because you're able to find joy in something that other people can't. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating. But I think it's the same thing. Okay, farfetch'd. Frick you, man. I'm at the score. Just forget that's how you decide. Nah, all good, homie. All good. Well, there's your little reminder. What's up, Warmpool? How we doing, homie? Hey. Boink. You ever see a Greg's get a vegan sausage roll? Because that slaps. No. No. And let me tell you why. First of all, I'm good, bro. If I want to eat meat, I don't want to eat fake meat. I'm good. But also, I'm somebody who doesn't like trying new food. When I get food, I eat basically the same thing all the time. I go to McDonald's, I have the exact same order. Why are we getting all the wrong birds? Oh my god. Everything but farfetch'd. I swear. Everything but farfetch'd will shine. Oh my god. Someone of the shiny, but the wrong one. Hi, Pidgeotto. Ah, shiny is a shiny, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the bird I want, brother. I gotta get another 100 plus farfetch'd. Oh my god. Shiny Pidgeotto, ladies and gentlemen. Shiny Pidgeotto. What's up, bird? What's good with you, bird? Bird is the word. Yep. We gotta catch a bunch of farfetch'd now. Ladies and gentlemen, nature gets us for this stupid bird that I don't even want, man. I'm gonna say bold. I think it's very bold of you to show up despite me not wanting you. Lonely. That's what you should be. I shouldn't have gone. I should have left your lonely ass out there in the wilderness. Do we have any other? Is that the only Pidgeotto we have? The second one? Yeah, well, this is the only one we have. It was a 6 Pidgey. Oh, there's another one. Well, I don't feel bad for this bird. What's up, Flo? What's up, homie? Yeah, you summoned the wrong bird. Brother. What are we yaying for? Yo, hi, Key. Hold on. You know what? You can move on for a come back later. Yeah, I can, but whether I do it now or I do it later, it's gonna suck either way. So, and also we have to get Krabby, Seadra, and Horsey on this route. So it's like if I avoid it, I'm just avoiding the inevitable. So, Palkia King, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Real quick, we're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna go sell a bunch of candy. Get a little bit of new ball restock. Get rid of all the Pokemon on our PC that we don't need because we're 700. We're getting close. And then go from there. Sure, but you don't know what my voice sounds like. This is true. This is true. For this soul, let's do the Odyssey. But as I was saying, I'm somebody like I eat the same food. Like I like what I like. What do you got for me, P? What do you got for me, homie? What do you got for me, brother? What are we looking at? $1 million. A rock. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks. A rock. You know what? Thanks, guy. You know what? Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to that rock. You know what? It's a pretty cool rock. I do say so myself. Right, guys? It's a cool rock. Type 1 if you think that rock is really cool. Anyways. Yeah, let's get rid of all our candies. Lock in. But as I was saying, yeah, I order the same food. When I go, like, out to get food, I don't like trying something new. Because, like, if I like this thing, then who cares? I know I like it. I know I'll enjoy it. I'm not one who gets sick of something. Like, I don't get sick of eating the same food. And my argument for that is, or, like, my proof of that statement is for the past 3-ish years, I've been eating basically the same thing every day. A chicken wrap with, shredded cheese, lettuce, and chicken nuggets. 3 chicken nuggets specifically. I recently switched to whole wheat wraps instead of just white wraps because they're a bit better for you, but it's still the same thing. So, and I haven't stopped eating them. Are these upgrade candy? Oh no, they're like EV. They're EV candies in this game because you don't get EVs from battling. That's how that works. I need to release Pokemon. That's how you give your Pokemon EVs, but they're kind of broken in this game because of how this game's just scaling works. So. I don't want to favorite you, no, I want to send you to the professor. You're going to... Are you a shiny? Are you the shiny one? You are. I'm so glad I realized that. Favorite. Thank God I realized that. I almost would have released you. I'm going to save really quickly too now that you're favorited. This far, it's fell on that face. There's no time to waste. Oh, what a good song. But yeah, I like eating the same thing. So I wouldn't want to go like if I'm gonna spend money on like takeout, I'm just gonna go get something I already know I like rather than trying this new food place. Like I don't want to try a new restaurant, especially if I'm paying for it because I'm just like a freak when it comes to money. Like I hyper focus on money management. So I'm a little weirdo. But how we doing today though, Flo? How we doing, homie? How are you? What in a crabby? Yeah, we got a lot of crabs. What can I say, chat? I have crabs. My son's enjoying the Pokemon anime. He's used to getting to Pokemon young. Big brain, bro. Big brain. Hello, is anyone playing the new Pokemon mobile game called Spectral Savannah? It sounds like a rip-off Pokemon game, admittedly. I've never heard of Pokemon Spectral Savannah. And I do believe, don't get it twisted, we appreciate you being here, Palkia, but if you're looking for information on that game, you are in the wrong stream. If you're looking for information on that game, you are not in the right spot, because I would argue that nobody here has even heard of that game, let alone knows anything about it. I'm going to eat. I won't try something new. I don't want people to look at me funky for not eating something I just found out I don't like. That's fair. That's also very fair. Savannah, like the desert? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Just don't give him a phone until high school. I think that's outdated. I'm not a parent. And of course, raise your child however you want to raise your child. But I feel like that's very outdated. Not giving your child a phone. Like, you don't need a phone plan, but you get them an iPhone. The iMessage. No, I don't want to get rid of that Gengar. I know he's shiny. Like, I didn't get a phone until high school, but I wouldn't do the same thing for my kid because just technology has evolved. Now, I'm also not saying slap an iPad in front of your kid, call it a day. But I don't know. I feel like it's weird on, like, I understand the idea of like, oh, well, my parents raised me this way, so I'm going to do it too. But a lot has changed from when you were growing up and when your parents raised you. So going off of, like, copying something that's outdated in modern times doesn't work. That's why technology evolves and it adapts. So I feel like raising your kid, and also your parents weren't perfect. I'm not cooking your parents. I'm saying they're bad parents. All right, admittedly, but I don't know them. I can't cook them. But just like their parents before them, it is everyone's first and only experience on Earth. I feel like people forget that a lot, that your parents don't know as much as you think they know. It is just as much their first time on Earth as it is yours. It is their first shot at life. And I've only more so recently come to that realization. Yeah, I definitely released these already. I thought maybe I didn't save when I did. I feel like people hold their parents to a much higher accountability than they should. That's like not entirely related to topic. My dad's been around for thousands of years. Never mind, you're right then. You're right, never mind. I will shut the freak up. Don't respect my mama and pops like that? What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? I just did. Do something about it, buddy. Right now. Come on, tough guy. Do something about it. I didn't get a phone until I was out of high school, and admittedly, I mean, like, you know, you're also a little bit older, so maybe times are a little bit different for you. But like, I genuinely do feel bad for the people my age who grew up without like devices. I don't be like, oh, dude, their life was miserable. But there's so much that they missed out on. People don't go door to door anymore. So if you're like, oh, if my kid wants to go hang out with his friends, they can go door to door. They're gonna be the odd one out for doing that. Kids hang out with their friends through media. That's how they communicate and they spend time, they talk to their friends. Through the internet now. So gatekeeping them of them trying to hold them to like this, oh, well, they'll go to their friend's house and see if they want to hang out. That's not a thing anymore. That was then because cell phones weren't prominent. People didn't really use them anymore. Or people didn't really, like, they didn't have them or use them as much then. Now everybody has one, so gatekeeping them of the ability to adapt to modern times because of the method your parents used 30, 40 years ago. I don't know. That don't seem right to me. But again, I'm not a parent. That's just my opinion. You know, it's also my first time on life, as it is everybody else's, so I'm not telling you what to do, but that is my thoughts. You're gonna try to hit me too? We're gonna get every single shiny in the game, Bo. We're going for a shiny living dex, which means every single Pokemon that is in this game, we will find shiny. I'm not mature enough to have a kid. I don't think anybody ever is, admittedly. I don't think anybody's ever ready. I don't know anybody who's ever like, yeah, I'm ready to have a kid. Let's lock in. I don't think you're ever ready for that. I got a phone when I was 9 because my babysitter went to the hospital. She almost died, and I was cameraed as shit to go to the school that day. My mom thought I went missing. Well, there you go. Can Mew be shiny this? No. No, Mew cannot. So admittedly, I guess we're not doing everything. We're not getting every single Pokemon in this game shiny because technically, no, Mew cannot be shiny in this game. Unfortunately. I will say though, I'm not looking forward to the tedious 30 to 40 minutes of trying to find the first 10 shiny, or not shiny, just the first 10 farfetch'd. I could not remember his name. Actually, though, we've already found 3, so it's not that bad. I got access to a phone in 5th grade from my mom, who got my own in middle school. And I like that. The idea, if I would have kids, I don't get access to a computer alone until 5th grade either. Just me and my 2DS against the world. 2DSs. Shout out to 2DSs, bro. Yeah, no, of course, that was the big if. Like, isn't like the global repopulation rate down like 30% or something? There's a lot of people who just aren't gonna have kids. I think it's like stupidly low. Only kid I'm gonna have is a kitten. Fair enough. Got it to Discord kittens. Hey, they're pretty cool. Also, Sir Swiss One, thank you for the follow, homie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look at so predatory now. What do you mean by that? I don't really like play mobile games, so I don't really know. What do you mean like predatory? Big stretch. My friends give me a Nokia brick when I was 9 to 10 when I wanted to see friends. They'd call me it's time for dinner. That works. That makes sense. Bow, bow. Are very gambling based, lots of microtransactions. I can't think of any, but I also don't know any mobile games. Makes sense though. Greed is through the roof. Everybody's trying to make money off of everything nowadays. I think that's it. Have a good slumber, Shiny Chandelure. We'll see you later, homie. Thank you for stopping by. It's just too expensive to live and even more expensive to have kids. Yeah, that is the thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's too expensive to have kids because then it's like you can barely afford to survive yourself. Now you gotta feed another mouth. You gotta pay for an entire other human being. I saw this video online that like was talking about like the average cost of a child in America, and it was like 750 grand. I think it was like $752,000. That's from ages 0 to 18, and including everything. That's like including the average amount of times you gotta go to the hospital, the average times you gotta like buy them things, average amount of toys you have to replace. $752,000 in 18 years. 152. Or about $41,000 a year. Extra, by the way. That's extra. You have to have that extra because you also have to pay for yourself. On top of all that. I gamble with Pokemon. It's called shoving things in a Cramorant and hoping for a good Pokeball. True. Not to mention school. I'm pretty sure school is included in that. Like, it was like, it included everything. The average cost for everything. Like, schooling, you know, car. I don't remember, like, what they mentioned. It was just, like, every single thing that you would need for a child. Or, like, what the average child would need. Yeah, it would just be stupidly expensive. 750 grand in 18 years. I have one child that's so expensive. Especially the first two that grow so quickly. Yeah, there you go. There you go. A dog food costs 80. Yeah, even owning a pet is expensive, dude. Even owning a pet is expensive. And it's expensive in the sense that, like, you always have to have money saved up for emergencies. Like, in case something bad happens, and then boom. Yeah, this treatment costs $2,500, by the way. Sick. Food, clothes, mining gear. What? Mining gear. I mean, I guess if your child yearns for the mines. Steve? Jetpack Joyride was ruined by... Wait, does Jetpack Joyride have ads now? No way, Jetpack Joyride has ads now. Don't say that. Why are they slapping advertisements in front of like a child? Like in front of a child? Like, what the hell's a child gonna do? They don't got bread. Absurd. That's absurd. If that's true, that's absurd. Society chat. What a crazy thing. This is one of my favorite mobile games. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like the meta is to play mobile games offline. So then they make them so you need internet connection so you can't dodge the ads. But that's okay, if as long as you are, you know, paired up with today's stream sponsor, NordVPN, it'll be perfectly fine. I wish. Give me that fat stack of NordVPN advertisement money. Chat, would you guys click off my video if I was sponsored by NordVPN? Be honest. So we are finding ducks a lot faster. My guinea pig was up for adoption. I had to snag him because my guinea pigs are less wanted. Wait, really? Oh, because they don't get along with other guinea pigs? But if you only plan on getting one, why does that matter? Yes. Why would you guys click off of my video? Why would you guys click off of a video because of an ad? Because of sponsorship. I don't think I've ever done that unless like I was watching a new creator and I was already debating clicking off the video. I think the only time I've ever like clicked off a video because of a sponsorship is like if I'm like watching a video from somebody I've never seen before and I'm already like, do I even want to watch this? Like I'm just debating clicking off already. And then there's an ad. I'm just like, okay, well that's, I don't want to have to now skip through the video to debate on if I still want to watch this or not. That's very, very rarely. I think in my like 15 years of YouTube viewing experience, it's maybe happened like 5 times. Because really speaking, all that advertisement means is that YouTuber you're watching is getting a bag. And it's not even like a YouTube ad, it's like a sponsorship. Like, that means they are directly getting a bag. Shoutouts to those, like, the very few amount of people who watch the Crystal Clear, or the Crystal Shining Only, not Shining, oh my god, what video was it? Crystal Legacy. Shout out to the very few people who watched the Crystal Legacy video, and then downloaded Raid Shadow Legends to make the channel look good. Shout out to those few gamers who did that. Anytime there's an ad, I leave there to use the bathroom, get snacks. So it says 4+. Yeah, that's Twitch. Welcome to Twitch. YouTube, that's not really the case, but Twitch is absurd like that. I just went face first in this Dragon Knight's ass cheeks, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I pay for YouTube Premium, but I do sit through the... See, and like, even like if you don't want to sit through them, like, you just skip them. That's the other thing, too. I think it's crazy. Like, if you're watching a YouTuber you like... Again, the only time I ever clicked off of a video is, like, if I don't know the YouTuber and I'm already unsure if I want to watch this video. But other than that, every time I see an ad sponsorship, I either just watch it, or if I'm like, I really just don't want to, I'll just skip through it. Click on a little hotbar, just drag the mouse over a little bit, boom. Problem solved. Skipping over videos, like, I think it's crazy. Like, there's people who do it at the end of the day. Maybe my opinion is slightly biased because I'm a YouTuber, but... Because people did that, dude. I got cooked. It's like, people hated when I did the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. People were not happy in the comment section about that. Which I think was crazy, but... Also, chat, you guys want to know a fun fact? Also, shout out to you, by the way, for YouTube Premium. I think it's so funny that people cook YouTube Premium all the time, despite the fact that's arguably one of the most, like, logical subscriptions. Like, if it was ever a subscription that you could, like, it's justifiable. That's the word, justifiable. I would say that YouTube Premium is one of the most justifiable one of the most just justifiable subscriptions out there. Because the YouTube Premium, which means you get no ads, you can play videos in the background. Like, all the little features you get are good features. And then you also get access to YouTube Music. Like, you just get, like, a music player. Like, you get, like, a Spotify. Like, it's a Spotify Premium and an ad block on YouTube for one. Like, it's such a good thing. And furthermore, a little bit of unknown lore. When a oh my god. Jesus. That wasn't voice quick enough. When a viewer watches your videos with YouTube Premium, you get paid more money than you would if they watched the ads. Holy voice crack, that's what I'm saying. So like, let's just say, that's not how it is, but just for example, I get paid 30 cents per person who watches an entirety of a video. Right? No YouTube Premium, they watch every single ad. Skipping them doesn't change that, but let's just say they didn't. They literally just let the YouTube video play automatically, all the ads played, whatever. I get 30 cents from that. If you have YouTube Premium, I'm making like 45 cents for every YouTube Premium user. So even furthermore, you are indirectly supporting YouTube channels that you watch just by having Premium. Now, I'm not saying that to sell you Premium. That's a very unknown fact. A lot of people don't know that. You actually make more as a YouTuber when your viewers have YouTube Premium. Knowing ads, I was playing 07 to the non-subs. 07 to the non-subscription gamers. So shout out to you, Flo. Thank you for that little extra bag. Bum 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 bum. Hello, farfetch'd. My boyfriend will do techie stuff, that's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, techie lore. My husband uses YouTube Music, so I was like, well, true. True. Yeah, ad blockers work. It makes sense. Like, realistically, I don't know. Whoa. What was that? What was that spawn? Was that a... Oh, it was a Seadra. It's a unique cry. My perspective of life has, like, really changed when I really understood that time is nothing more than money. But then also, money is nothing more than time. Right? And here's what I mean by that. You can just, and this, in the context of this, you can pay for an ad blocker, or you can pay for like YouTube Premium. We'll just use that because we're talking about it, right? 14 bucks a month, whatever it may be. You don't have to deal with anything. All right? No problems, no shenanigans, right? And it costs you $14 for that service. A service that you can manually obtain yourself. You can manually go out there and obtain an ad blocker, right? But that requires effort in finding one, effort in setting one up, work and doing the research to find one, and then also they're constantly combating ad blockers, which means every time your ad blocker goes down, you have to then work more to find a more effective one, find a new one, find an updated version, right? So indirectly, oh my god, do that again. Indirectly, you are working for that whatever, the $14 a month. You are working. If it takes you 4 hours to once a month to set up and maintain an ad blocker, then you are working for those $14 a month. You're not getting paid that, but you're not losing that. So you are saving it. You're working to save, which is the exact same thing as working to be paid for. And obviously it might not take you 4 hours. That's just an example. But time is nothing more than money. So if you are saving money, you are sacrificing time. If you are sacrificing money, you are saving time. That goes with anything. Fast food is the same example. Fast food costs more, to an extent, fast food costs more than it does to make the same thing. If I go get a burger at McDonald's, it's gonna cost me relatively more than it would to make a burger at home. Not directly because, you know, getting one singular burger, all of the ingredients, it costs more. But if you go and you buy all the ingredients and all of the ingredients provide you a total of 8 burgers, those 8 burgers are gonna be cheaper than a McDonald's burger would. But you were saving time because you have to go get all the stuff, you have to come home, you don't have to prepare it all, you don't have to make it. So that's, you are spending more to save time. And that's, like, ever since I've adopted that mindset, my aspect of just, like, life has changed dramatically. Which is why I think it's kind of silly when people act as if they're superior for using free versions of the same thing. Like, yeah, I don't have to pay for Spotify. I'm smart. I use this free Spotify plugin. I'm like, cool, that's good for you, but you sacrifice time. And time is money, and money is time. Instead of paying for it, instead of sacrificing money, you sacrifice time. But to get money, you sacrifice time. So either way, it was the same thing. Yeah, if you don't care, you just don't care, Travi. If you don't care. I'm lazy to pay for the subs thing. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like, if you're not, it doesn't make you lazy. Because I get, like I just explained, if you don't, right, like, you work for your money, right? So either way, you're working for money. Whether that's money saved or money earned, you're still working for money. Because, again, if it's money saved, you're working for it by going out of your way. Like, you have to find a good ad block. You have to do research. You have to see if it works. You have to test it. You have to work for that. So you don't want to do the work, so you just spend the money. But you work for the money you get. So it's the same thing either way, which is why I find it so silly when people act superior or like, yeah, I'm smarter because I saved my money doing this. You're still working. Either way, the only difference is you're working to save instead of working to earn. That's still plus $14 in your bank account either way, or however much YouTube Premium costs you. Just as an example, you're still working for that $14 you save every month. So it's never made sense to me when people act superior about it. And it's literally everything. The same thing, like, that's why a delivery fee exists. You pay that so you don't have to spend the money to go obtain it. Or so you don't have to take the time, sorry, to go obtain it. You were spending money to save time. But then time is what earns you money. So I don't know, it's very silly. We like Superior, like Oshawott? Well, actually, Superior is my favorite of the Gen 5 starters. So thank you for the like, Lil King Purple. Appreciate it, homie. Thank you, thank you. But you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that I prefer Superior from me, okay? Superior is superior. Now we're talking. Boink. Boo. I'm not saying I don't like Oshawott. I just... Snivy is like top 3 starters of all time. Mudkip, Snivy, Sobble. Which is weird, because I've always preferred fire types growing up. And like, fire types my goat. Which is Mudkip, Snivy, Sobble, man. Those guys hit. Specifically Mudkip, though. High key, like, I don't like Swampert as much. Like, if we include evolution lines, like the entire evolution line, not the standalone starters, I don't think my top 3 is the same. I think Sobble's still there, but I don't know if Snivy... No, well, I don't know if Snivy is either, because I don't know if I take Superior over, say, Cinderace, or if I take Superior over Incineroar, Charizard even, Typhlosion, like basically every final stage starter. Like my top 3 final stage fires are like final stage starters are probably all fire types. So base form starters, it's Mudkip, Snivy, Sobble, or Mudkip, Sobble, Snivy, like those 3. But then final stages are not Marshtomp. Inteleon might be top 3 actually. I don't know. Inteleon's really cool. I like Inteleon a lot. My Snivy was my first ever starting Black and White. Black and White was my first ever game. Oh, so there is nostalgia biasness there, but I respect it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But that means that homie's got a special place in your heart. Wow, yeah, in your fart. There we go. A special place in your heart forever. That's where the F was coming from before, if you were wondering. This is one Gen 5 starters, Tepig, but for Full Evil Samurott. That's valid. Hisui Samurot's really cool. Shout out Hisui Samurott, my goat. That guy's really cool. Bow, 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 bow. That is a large lad right there. Large lass. And a Bjord. Alright, I'll be right back. Let's see if this bird will run away from us before I come back. He did, in fact, not flee. Maybe a hot take. Shiny Inteleon is goated. I don't think it's a hot take. I don't know anybody who disagrees with that. And that's partially the reason I like Inteleon so much is because of its shiny. I love the way the shiny looks. I'm just a big fan of those colors. To an extent, it does sadden me that those colors have an association. Just because, I feel like anytime something that I like is associated with something else, I don't like it as much anymore. Unless I'm like equally as fond of the association, but I still am a huge fan of those colors. We'd pick for PL Legend ZA. I want to pick for Ralligator, but I think for content, I'm probably going to pick Chikorita. Personally, I would go either for Alligator or Ambor. I don't know. Like, they're all cool. No, probably Tepig, to be honest. I probably would rather Tepig, now that I think about it. Because I'm intrigued to see what they do to Ambor, but for content, probably Chikorita. Because, hold that thought for 1 second. Such a strong flavor. When I make my videos, I often always... When I have the opportunity, you know, it's shiny hunting, so it's a little bit different. But I always try to use, in like playthroughs, the odd ones out. I really like using weirdos. The Pokemon that don't get a lot of attention on YouTube, right? So I don't want to use your basic platinum team of Luxray, Staraptor, Garchomp, Floatzel, Torterra, or Monferno, or Infernape, I mean, right? Because you've already seen those a million times. Like in Black and White, the same thing. Like Black and White doesn't really have like a base team, but like I really enjoy like in Black and White 2 shiny playthrough we did. Or that was actually X and Y. Like I loved our X and Y team. I don't like X and Y. I loved our team because they were all weirdos. Like we had like what? We had an Nincada. Like we had a Ninjask. We had a Sigilif. Like who the hell ever uses Sigilif? And I don't remember the exact team, but we had a bunch of weirdos, and I like doing that because it makes the video feel more unique. Like, you can watch a shiny only playthrough of Pokemon X. There's a bunch of them out there, but out of all of them, they probably consistently have overlapping Pokemon. So I try to steer away from that and use the odd ones. Like, I won't use the Hawlucha, because I guarantee you, out of all the X and Y videos, a decent chunk of them have Hawlucha. It's a great shiny, it's a great Pokemon. But you've seen Hawlucha be used and be shiny hunted a million times. So I'm gonna prefer the weirdo Sigilif because that makes the video feel more unique, right? So in that instance, nobody picks Chikorita. Everybody hates Chikorita. Let's be real, Chikorita sucks. We can agree on that, right? Awesome, thanks. But following that rule of using weirdos, I'm probably gonna use Chikorita because you see a lot less Chikorita in Pokemon than you do Totodile. You see a lot of Ralligator because he's a cool guy, he's a goat, he is the one and only. So I'll probably pick Chikorita because there's a very little amount of Chikorita appreciation on YouTube. That being said, I am also team Chikorita sucks, but that's not its fault. It's not its fault it sucks, but it still does suck. It doesn't matter what grass type you slap in Gen 2, it's sucking. If you swapped Trico and Chikorita, made Chikorita Gen 3 and Trico Gen 2, Trico's getting slandered. Maybe not as much because objectively, Sceptile is better than Meganium. Like Meganium has a lot wrong with it, including its stats. Whereas Sceptile doesn't as much. but it's still getting slandered because like, no matter what grass type you slap in Gen 2, it's gonna do bad. The first two gyms are super effective against it. And then you have the ice type gym leader that's super effective against it. You got half the elite four that's super effective against it. Team Rocket's main typing is poison. So guess what? Team Rocket is super effective against it. And that's the main villain of the entire, you know, X and Y, or not X and Y, Gen 2 plot. I'm trying to think. There's another thing too. You don't really do well against the dragon type gym leader because your stab doesn't pair well against it. Yeah, Price you're not good against. Oh, also the Ghost Gym. The Ghost Gym has all poison types. It's the Ghastly line. It's like a Ghastly. Is it a Ghastly, 2 Haunter, and a Gengar? Or 2 Ghastly, a Haunter, and a Gengar? All of which are poison types. You're not matching well against that with a grass type. Gen 2 is shaped around grass types sucking. So it's not entirely Chikorita's fault it got cooked. But the fact of the matter is, it still did get cooked. I still don't like it. So yeah, just to go back, I'm probably gonna pick Chikorita, just because for content. Do they have new final evolutions? We don't know. I'm imagining Megas. I'm hoping for new Evos. I'm hoping for regional variants of Meganium, Emboar, and Feraligatr, but realistically, probably gonna get Megas. Which makes me sad because Megas are a limited time thing, which means for a couple years in Pokemon, Meganium won't suck. But then once Megas disappear again, Chikorita goes back to being garbage. Same with Emboar. Like, a lot of people hate Emboar low-key, which makes me sad because I love that guy, but if they gave him a regional variant like Samurott and they fixed him, then he's cool again. Like, objectively speaking, Samurott is not all that. He's not all that. I'm gonna be honest. Just base Samurott, he's not bad. He's just not all that. Hisuian Samurott, way cooler. And because of the Hisuian variant, he will always exist. You can always, no matter the gimmick, as long as Samurott is in the game, of course. As long as Samurott's in the decks, Hisuian Samurott will exist. With Megas, it's a limited time thing. Like Mega Mawile was, everyone loved Mawile because Mega Mawile is one of the most busted Megas out there. Super good Mega. You rip Megas away, ain't nobody care about Mawile anymore. If you're a Mawile fan, of course you are. But like, if you're just one of those like, yeah, he's cool, he's not. It's like a Alolan Raichu, right? I feel like collectively, people like Alolan Raichu. He's a cool little guy. He's cool. People like him, right? But even if he's not your favorite, you still like him. He doesn't got to be your favorite for you to like him. He's just a cool guy. So, of course, people who love Alolan Raichu, it's its favorite Pokemon, they're going to love him no matter what, right? But generally speaking, people have an okay feeling for Alolan Raichu. Mawile, unless he's your favorite, you don't really like him. He's just kind of there. I don't like Mawile. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. And its Mega was, like, kind of cool, admittedly. The Mega was cool. Take the Mega away, well, it's not cool anymore. I don't care about this Pokemon. It sucks again. And that's what they're gonna do, which I hope they don't, but I feel like that's what we're gonna do. But it makes me so sad because Emboar and Meganium are both very underappreciated Pokemon and really could have benefited from that Mega, or from that alternate form buff. Whereas like in Legends ZA, Samurott benefited from it because Samurott, again, kind of mid-tier final starter. Hisuian Samurott, pretty damn cool. Typhlosion and Decidueye didn't really need that. They were just generally reflected upon as pretty solid starter Pokemon. Like, I feel like more people like than dislike Typhlosion and Decidueye. So giving them alternate forms wasn't really needed. Whereas Emboar and Meganium would have benefited so much more from that, as they are just generally not positively reflected upon Pokemon. So I'm really hoping they don't give them Megas, but if I'm being logical, that's not gonna happen. The reality is they're getting Megas. It wouldn't make sense for them to drop a game, hype up Megas as much as they do, and then just not give the starters Megas. Like, that's just logical. And don't get it twisted, it's gonna be cool. Like, for a short period of time, Mega Meganium, that sounds really weird to say, Mega Meganium. Mega Meganium. Yeah, that guy. Mega Meganium and Mega Emboar, and of course Mega Feraligatr. Who the hell doesn't love cheeks? They're gonna be sick. But then when the Megas go away, it's like, well, they were sick. And it's not like the games are never going to exist, but like in the newer games, they won't be sick. They won't be cool. They'll just be there. Like, oh, hey, you're there. Okay. Yeah, exactly. New forms are better for longevity. 100% Goopy, 100%. The longevity of the Pokemon would be benefactored, or would be benefited by an alternate form. Benefactored. I know English, I swear. 100% I know English. And don't question my authority otherwise, alright? But you know, that being said, again, it's going to be really cool when the Megas come out. When they come out, they are going to be sick. I was named Alolan Raichu Pancake because of the anime, and I thought it was super cute for it. What is the lore behind Pancake? I admittedly didn't watch Sun and Moon anime because I thought it was terrible. I thought it was the biggest downgrade in the series that I actually... Sun and Moon ruined Pokemon anime for me. I probably will never watch it again, honestly. As sad as that is, I probably will never watch it again. I don't think I'll ever watch Pokemon anime. And we're at a pancake shop? Oh, okay. That's wholesome. That is wholesome. Very base nickname lore. Yeah, just going from XYZ to Alola killed it for me. I love that I love the serious and the more mature tone that XYZ had. And I was like, I got super excited. I was like, oh my god, this is the future of Pokemon anime. I'm gonna become obsessed. This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be fantastic. And then Alola drops and it's, haha, splish splash. Oh my gosh, splashing puddles in the pool. And oh my god, let's go to school, guys. Oh my god. No, ruined it for me. That was such a downgrade. And then also XYZ, or not XYZ, Alola's art style I just didn't like. Ash looks ugly as hell. Bro, deadass looked like a Alolan Persian. Can we talk about it? Ash looked like a Alolan Persian. What happens? I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. That's not how it was. Well, that's the first impression I got, and I shouldn't have to sit through a very shitty first impression to enjoy a show. A good show would not need me to tolerate the beginning for it to get good. No good show does that. Shows can get better as they improve, but the first bit of the show is the most crucial point in the show. That decides whether or not the viewer is going to continue. If it's a shitty start and a fantastic ending, doesn't matter. That still cannot be a good show because of the shitty start. Don't judge a book by its cover. That is a very shitty saying that makes no sense. You should judge a book by its cover, because the cover is the selling point. Don't judge by a book by its cover simply exists because some products have terrible salesmen. They have very shitty salesmanship. Alola anime is a perfect example of that. That exists to compensate for a very... Okay, here's an example. Breaking Bad is a fantastic show. Why is it a fantastic show? Because the beginning is very good and it gets better. But the beginning is good. If the beginning isn't good, you wouldn't want to give the show a chance. You wouldn't want to watch it. I don't know anybody that sits and was like, wow, Breaking Bad is so boring. No. The Alola Sun and Moon anime is. I don't care if it gets fantastic later. I don't care. I shouldn't, as a viewer, have to sit through really shitty beginnings to get involved. If I really, really desperately want to, I will. But I shouldn't have to. That's with anything. When you watch a... Hold that thought for 1 second. Why? What is going on? Why? Why are you here again? Why? Why can't you be farfetch'd? Please, I want a different bird. I want a different bird. I don't want this one. Please. I don't want this one. Please. I don't want it. Oh my god. At least you got a shiny. Brother, I have like 20 million of these. I don't want it. I deadass would release this, but I made a vouch that I wouldn't fail any more shinies. I wouldn't skip over shinies. I'd catch every face. I don't want this. Oh my god, it's a fucking bird. Pidgey number 497. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this one. Nature guesses, ladies and gentlemen, for this lovely lady. If I hit this, I'm a baller. It's an empty water bottle. I'm not hitting it. It landed in the wrong bin. But it landed. Docile. Careful. Yeah, you better be careful because if I see you again, brother, it's on site. If I see you again, Johnny Pidgey, it's on site. You understand me? It's like my Pidgey collection, chat. Oh my god. That's another one. I haven't stopped recording for any of the Pidgeys. Oh my god. Does it show the time I caught them? I didn't stop for any of the phases. It doesn't. Okay, well, the good news is the Pidgeotto I can go back and find because I stopped after that. Oh my god, future me editing this video is gonna be so miserable. Oh well. Oh well. 3 shinies, 3 hours. Yeah, that's true, but all of them are things I don't want. So, touche though. At least we're finding. I don't know, bro. See, I want to say at least we're finding something, but I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely would prefer nothing. I would prefer if we just didn't find anything. Because if we didn't find anything and Farfetch'd took this long, that means eventually we would find the stupid unibrowed bird. And it also means that our next hunts would be quick because compensate for the over odds. Anyways, as I was saying before, oh, I was about to make such a good point. I lost my train of thought because that stupid bird. Right. With YouTube videos, right? With YouTube videos, I feel like everybody collectively knows this. And if you don't know this, here's the lore. Every person, if you've ever looked into wanting to make YouTube videos, then you've probably heard this because this is advice that every YouTuber gives every other YouTuber. The first 30 seconds to a minute of a video is the most important. I feel like most people have heard that term before, right? You haven't, now you have. The first 30 seconds is most. Why? Because it determines or not whether the person is going to click off the video. Like, most people click off a video within the first 30 seconds. And that's why it's so important. Because you have about 30 seconds to a minute to sell your point to the viewer to earn their dedication to rest the watch of the video, or at least watch more of the video. That applies to everything. Simply, just same thing with like the Sun and Moon anime. If the first chunk of it isn't good, I'm not gonna watch the rest. Similarly, if the first 30 seconds of a video isn't interesting to you, if it isn't of high quality to you, if it doesn't grab your attention, you're not gonna watch the video. That's just how it is. That's just how it is when you're consuming anything. Same with TikToks. You open TikTok, how many videos do you scroll past within a couple seconds because it's not interesting to you? The video, the media needs to be attention grabbing and it needs to visually appeal to you. So if it doesn't, if it's shitty, if the first start of anything, book, show, video, TikTok is shitty, you're probably not going to continue consuming it. So yes, it's not my fault. It is the Sun and Moon anime's fault that it didn't grab my attention, that I didn't like it, and that the first impression it gave me was a negative one. So if the beginning is good, everything else was bad, would it still be good? No. I'm saying it can't be good if the beginning isn't good. Now, the off-rip doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be good enough to hook the viewer in. It needs to be good enough to get the viewer involved. And when the intro was splish splash and pools, haha, silly, let's be friends, oh, I'm gonna hold your hand when we cross the street because I'm scared, and let's go back to school, yippee, and Pokemon Sun and Moon, that looks dog shit to me, so I didn't watch it. And I probably will never watch it again. Because not only did that look bad and unappealing, but the thing before it was, in my opinion, the best Pokemon anime will ever be. XYZ. I feel like that's not a crazy take. Do you need Subway Surfers in the corner? No, not at all. I just need it to not be shit. And the Sun and Moon anime intro anyways was shit. Shit enough for me to not give it a chance. And that's just how anything is. That's just how everything is. And if you're arguing that, like if you're arguing that I'm wrong, then you need to justify every single time you scroll past a TikTok. When you're scrolling through TikTok, if you're not, why are you not watching every single one you see? It's the same thing. The media is just shorter. Like you could have skipped past an amazing TikTok. Could have been the best TikTok you ever watched based off your logic. But you skipped it because the intro wasn't good. But you don't care. You personally don't care because you didn't like the intro. The first bit didn't get you hooked. And then the middle bit, if you did watch past the first bit, couldn't keep you hooked. So you scrolled. That's just how all media is. The only difference is on TikTok, it's shortened. That is just how any media is. You ask any YouTuber on the planet, actually, I'll show you. I will show you that I'm not lying. I'll pull up my YouTube analytics right now. The first 30 seconds of a video is the most important part. And YouTube even knows that. I'm not even gonna pull up a different analytic. YouTube has its own unique section in your analytics that shows you the hook rate. Within the first 30 seconds of a video, they will tell you this many viewers clicked off because it's real. I'm not making it up. Because it is a real analytic that matters in any media you consume. Movie, show, anime, video, like TikTok video, YouTube video. It doesn't matter what it is. Meme, it does not matter. Analytics. Is it, it's content, right? Because it's individual videos it shows you. No, I have to go to content, look at it manually. I'll just do the violet shiny only. I'll just do that. Right here. Here we go. Right here. My face cam kind of blocks it. Let me zoom in a little bit. This video, 84% of viewers are still watching on the 30-second mark. So within the first 30 seconds, 16% of people instantly clicked off this video within 30 seconds. And this is realistically a really high number. Realistically, that is don't leak revenue. Thank you. Please don't leak revenue. Reek revenue. Let's just go to this video. The Sword and Shield shiny only. 62%. The intro to this video was not good enough. Oh, 38% of people within 30 seconds clicked off this video. Actually, now that I think about it, that's actually insane. That the recent one was 42. That's kind of crazy. Or was 82. That's really high. Same thing. Platinum shiny only. Platinum shiny only. 73%. The first 30 seconds are the most important. Does that mean the video was bad? To some people, yes. That means it wasn't good. It objectively, I'm not gonna say it's a bad video, but it wasn't good enough objectively. If the video was better, if that number was higher, the video would perform better. That is the thing. That is a very vague statement that say that objectively the video was bad. Because realistically, the answer is yes. If objectively it is a bad video. And what I mean by that, it has 47,000 views. You know how many people saw my video? You know how many people saw my video? 627,500. Of those, over 500,000, only 47,000 even clicked on it. That's bad. I'm not gonna say 47,000 views is low, but objectively, that's why that video doesn't have hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions of views. Because objectively, that is not a, there are videos that have performed worse, way worse, on my channel, on other channels, but that's not good. That is better than worse, but that is not good. Objectively. So, yes, realistically speaking, that means that video was bad. The first 30 seconds were not high enough quality to keep those people involved. And then again, on top of that, only less than 10% of those 630,000 people clicked on that video. Objectively, yes. That is bad. Now, realistically speaking, it will never be 100%. You can never do that. But if you go look at Mr. Beast videos, I guarantee you the lowest one he has, 95%. Maybe 90%. No lower. And his YouTube videos performance reflect that number. It reflects the analytics. And stats don't lie. So what I'm saying isn't opinion, it is facts. Hi, Bjord. Doesn't mean a show inherently bad because you didn't like it in the beginning. No, but it is a very bad sales point. When the objective of a show, when you create media, is for it to be consumed by as many people as possible and to be enjoyed by as many people as possible, which is what like the objective of any media ever created is, or whether it's for financial gain, either way, the financial gain benefits from that factor too. So that is the objective. Objectively, the first impression is the most important part. The introduction, the first impression is always the most important part in media. Always. Because taste is subjective. So what you like, I won't like, or I may not like, and what I like, you may not like. But the objective of a video or a piece of media is to appeal to as many as possible. So if 60% of people watched it, that's bad because the objective is 100%. Realistically, 100% is not possible, but that's still the objective nonetheless. So 62 out of 100 is bad. If you are owning a company and you are trying to reach your sales margin for the year of, let's just say, $7 million in profit. That is your objective, just $7 million in sales. And you only get 62% of that 7 million. That is awful. I could never judge an entire piece of media over the beginning. You absolutely do though, but you 100% do every day on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, whatever it may be, or on YouTube. You click on a video, I guarantee you that you don't watch every single video you've ever clicked on. I know you haven't because nobody does. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Welcome to being a human being. There is nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying that you do that, but you're arguing that that's not true. Everybody does that. The statement you were making is that that's not the reality when it is the reality. That is what it is. The only difference is I'm not I just know that objectively. Like it's my job to know that, but I do know that. Most people aren't aware of it, maybe, I guess. I mean, like I am, but I feel like maybe most people aren't, or maybe some people aren't, but you do that. You always judge media when you're scrolling on TikTok. Oh, this video is boring. This video is boring. This video is cool. This video is boring. This video is cool. It's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. If a movie doesn't hook you in the first 5 minutes, do you leave the movie theater? No, because you paid for it. You paid for the services. That's a really bad argument. That's a very, very flawed argument. That is very different. If movie theaters were free, absolutely. So many people would do that. If you could watch a movie for free 100%, I cannot tell you how many people do that. And there are people who still do that. There's some people like, wow, this intro was just not enough for me. And despite the fact that I paid money, I don't even want to stick it out because I don't care about getting my money's worth. But there are people who do that. Objectively, it's a little different because you subconsciously, even if you're not enjoying the movie, you stay because you feel like you need to get your money's worth of the experience. But objectively, if you're watching a movie on Netflix, if it doesn't interest you within 10 minutes, you're clicking off. If it's not of interest to you and you're watching, oh, this new movie, oh, this new piece of media. If you were consuming something that's new, you are judging it within the first 10 minutes. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever it may be. And am I wrong? Like, when you guys go to watch new movies or new shows, if it doesn't seem interesting to you, do you not click off? And if you say no, why? I think that's a big waste of time, admittedly. Why would you watch something that's not of interest to you? That is the whole point of a movie or a show. I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand why you guys are arguing against me when I'm not expressing opinion, I'm expressing facts. That is what people do. Like, I don't understand what the disagreement here is. What I'm stating isn't my opinion, it is facts. So I don't... My opinion that Sun and Moon is, as an anime is bad, that is an opinion. I'm not saying that as a fact. But that's not what's being argued right now. Like, that's not the topic at hand anymore. You guys are arguing my criticism of the show, which my criticism of the show is not an opinion, it's a fact. Like, what I'm criticizing about it is something that you criticize with every video, subconsciously or consciously. Thanks to the preview video, I ignore countless videos based on what I see in the first 4 seconds. My point exactly. You do that with everything. If I stop watching a show after 10 minutes of the first episode, then doesn't it make everything that makes up the show bad? I'm not saying it makes everything that makes up the show bad. But as a whole, that is a very bad factor of a show, objectively speaking. The media could be amazing, but the media doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good a story gets halfway through. If the first half is unbearable, then that's a bad thing. I don't understand why you would how you can disagree on that. If the first half isn't good, half of the people aren't going to want to even sit through it to enjoy the second half. And you know what? That's great. If you're one of those people who doesn't care, yeah, I'll sit through a shitty first half. That means the second half is good. That is fantastic. More power to you. But the average person isn't like that at all. The average person doesn't. Which is why that's bad. 50 minutes, that's an opinion, not a fact. That means that everybody hates. No, and I'm saying the opinion is that is objectively a bad thing for the show. Because again, the original point of creating a media is for the most amount of people to enjoy it as possible. How do you do that? By making stuff that's appealing and getting people interested. If people aren't interested, that means it's not good, right or wrong. Isn't that the whole point of movie ratings? Isn't the whole point of a movie rating, just for an example, to see if generally people enjoy it or not? And now, yes, they watch the entire thing, but they still rate it. They still rate it. That is the whole point of a rating, is if people enjoyed it or not. Now, granted, if you are rating something, you're probably going to consume the entire content. And the largest criticism I see, I feel like in movie ratings, if the movie isn't objectively bad, is the start always sucks. The starting is always slow, which is a bad thing. Because objectively, and I don't understand why. I don't understand what is being disagreed with. Like, yeah, my opinion of Sun and Moon is bad is my opinion. But I'm being argued against the logic behind my opinion. If you haven't been told by someone externally that episode 2 is the best running after starting on a God episode, exactly. Thank you, Positive. I could not agree more. We were criticizing you for judging the first episode. No, but Positive's right. Positive's 100% right. If you got an external source from something else, then that's great. But that's an external source. That has nothing to do with the show. If I tell you Breaking Bad is fantastic, I'm not sponsored. I'm not told by Breaking Bad to tell you that, and you hated episode 1. That is on the show. That is on the show. You had to get a source from an external source, something unrelated, to convince you to give the show a chance. Thank you. Positive, W assist, bro. Dab me up. Type shit, dude. W assist. Positive is absolutely right. And that is exactly what I'm saying. We're not arguing a show, but it objectively is. Objectively it is, because of the objective of all media. When the objective of all media, if you are failing this objective, that means it's not good. Just a logic, yes, but I'm saying my logic behind the opinion is backed by facts, not opinion. That is what I'm not understanding. My opinion is my opinion, and the logic behind it is facts. But you're arguing against the facts, which is what I'm not understanding. The argument is facts. Now, the fact does not apply to every single individual. There are people out there who will tolerate a really shitty beginning for a better ending. But not everybody is like that. And when your objective with a piece of media is to appeal to everybody or the largest possible group of people you can, That's bad. That you're not following that objective, that you're not hitting that objective. Never been recommended the Pokemon Sun and Moon Aries on TikTok. Exactly, 100%. Breaking Bad, okay, dude, I'm just using Breaking Bad as an example. I'm using it as an example. Breaking Bad first episodes were perceived bad and were considered, okay, but let me tell you this. Let me explain this to you. How many people of those people who considered it boring still give it a chance because they were recommended it? Because they were recommended it from somebody else. Because Breaking Bad is perceived as one of the best shows, maybe one of the best shows of all time, maybe not, but it is perceived very highly externally. I'm not being paid by Breaking Bad to say that. Neither is basically anybody else who recommends the show. An external source that has nothing to do with the show is suggesting that you stick through it. I guarantee you, I would bet my life savings on it. If you ask the directors of Breaking Bad if they could go back and change the beginning, I promise you, every single one of them say yes, because they are media producers and they understand it was flawed. I guarantee you. Because the beginning is the most important part of any piece of media. Ever. Same thing with books. Why do you think so many books start with some really interesting hook question? Because that is a great tactic for a beginning piece of media. Yeah, but the point still stands that if it doesn't hook people in the first place, objectively, it's bad. According, yes, the media itself isn't bad, but the media failed to do its objective. Therefore, it's bad. It is not as good as other pieces of media. Therefore, it is bad. Because if it's not good, it's bad. I think you're assuming that when I say bad, I mean it's like a 1-star shitty TV show. No, I'm saying it's not good, and the opposite of good is bad. Good shows are ones with good beginnings, good middles, and good ends. That is like saying the middle of the cake tastes amazing, but the first 5 bites are god-awful. That cake is not good. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was the best show of all time. Okay, why did you watch? Did you okay, Fish, did you think the first few shows were, like, the first episodes were bad? Did you think they were bad? Yeah? Then why did you keep watching? Why did you do that if you thought they were bad? Why would you... We're gonna get philosophical on this for a minute. Why would you waste limited time consuming something you didn't enjoy? Because time is limited. We as human beings know that. Subconsciously, maybe you don't think about it, but subconsciously, the people do. And generally speaking, even if you don't, like, realistically, because it was with friends. Okay, so your other friends thought it was good. So if you were alone, okay, so because it was with friends. So if you were alone, you're saying you probably wouldn't have kept watching. And you wouldn't have watched Breaking Bad. That's bad. There's no world where you can say that's good. There is no world ever where you can say that is a good thing. Ever. Ever. That is a good thing. So what is your point? Because that's bad. You just proved my point and disproved your own. So where is the confusion at? Breaking Bad is considered a good show even though the start was bad. Yes. And I guarantee, because that is your point. Because it got better. It got better. Right? And it honestly became amazing. I won't disagree with you. I really enjoy it. It became amazing. But it could have never became amazing if the start was bad. If the start was bad, it would have never became objectively amazing had external sources not suggested the following. Because here's, like, everything is opinionated. When you consume media, you might love it, I might hate it, Positive might think it's so-and-so, Flo might think it's a 6 out of 10. But if we all collectively agree that, like, seasons 3 through 5 are fantastic, that's great. Because that means seasons 3 through 5 are great. But you know how many people are never going to watch seasons 3 through 5 because seasons 1 and 2, just using examples, I'm not saying that's the case, 1 and 2 are shit. They're never gonna see this, and that's bad. Why is that bad? Because they're not gonna consume this because this was bad. How are you gonna get to this point if this is bad? If you're clicking off of it? So what if the same happened with Sun and Moon? Elaborate. Because I'm not following whatsoever. No money, too bad. Exactly. I don't understand how this, like, the confusion of... I'm really not following. What do you mean? So what if it happened to Sun and Moon? So what happened to Sun and Moon? If the start was really bad and then the grade was amazing? Because it was bad at first and then came a good show at the end. Oh, Sun and Moon. Oh, you mean the show? Okay, you talk about the show, not the game. Then that's bad. That is exactly my point, is that it's bad. Because of people like me and hundreds of other people, the first bit was bad. Therefore, it drove off such a large percentage of the viewer base. And it doesn't have to be like a dominant, like over 50%. It doesn't have to be over 50%. Like the large base can be like 20. That's still large. Larger than it should be. So that 20% of people aren't going to watch the rest of it. That's bad. You don't want to make something where it's really good in the middle, but half, like, you wouldn't want, okay. If you made a show, you wouldn't want 30% of the people who watch the starting to fuck off because it's shit. You wouldn't want that. Nobody would. Nobody does. Even if you try to compensate for the fact, like, by making the rest of it amazing, the fact of the matter is that 30% is still driven away. Too late. They're gone. Goodbye. Sure, maybe 5-10% of them will come back because you compensated, but that 20% is gone forever. 20% is gone forever. And there's nothing you can do about that. But that's bad. Because you want that number to be as small as possible. Okay, but what about the same with Breaking Bad? The difference with Breaking Bad is external sources. The only difference is, to me, Breaking Bad wasn't as bad as Sun and Moon. How bad something is at the beginning also very crucially matters. The volume of unbearability matters. To me, I didn't find the start of Breaking Bad that bad. I didn't find it bad. So I can't even relate when you say it was generally perceived as bad. I didn't find that bad, personally. To me, it didn't. But also, it's because I knew what was coming up ahead. If I didn't, if there was no season 2, 3, 4, 5, my opinion on Breaking Bad could have completely shifted. If I was watching it fresh, I had no external source of what was coming after, then guess what? I'm probably not watching Breaking Bad. I'm probably thinking it's a shitty show. The only reason I didn't is because external sources, not Breaking Bad, external sources, friends, family, pieces of media online, people I follow online, have all collectively said that it's good. So, okay, because I know it is good, I will sit through it. Because I know it's good. I know it's good. If I didn't, I'm not sitting through that shit. I'm not using that. I'm not sitting through that shit. Analytically, based off the beginning of the content itself, could be really good overall. Yeah, I'm saying, yes, I've never once said anything against that. That is bad. Analytically, is realistically speaking, from a creator's perspective, all that matters. And analytically, that is shit. What if people told you Sun and Moon were good? Sun and Moon was arguably the worst start to a series I've ever seen. I wouldn't watch it. I've explained why I wouldn't watch it, and that is me alone. That is me alone. Going from X, Y, I mean, I know I don't share that opinion. I know many people agree with that opinion. But going from the maturity that is XYZ to Sun and Moon was such a letdown and disappointment that it ruined it for them, and they simply will not give it a chance. That's bad. That is a bad thing. It doesn't matter who you are, that is bad. Wouldn't that be biased because your first impression of the show was people telling you it was good, so you knew what to expect? Wouldn't that be biased? Wouldn't that be biased? Are you okay, I'm assuming you're talking about Breaking Bad. Wouldn't my Breaking Bad biased because you're first? No, absolutely. 100%. And no, thank you. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And that biasness is what people often use to push through the shitty beginning. You remove the biasness, they're not watching that shitty beginning. You're exactly right. 100% right. That biasness is what allows people to get through very, very shitty beginnings. Whatever it may be. Because if you don't know what you're getting into for the first time, you're a first-time viewer of whatever it may be, and you've heard nothing about the show prior to, you're not going to sit through it if it's bad. Hey! Talking shit on Sun and Moon worked. There's our freaking duck. Oh my god. It's finally over. It's finally over. What is this, like 4 different days? Hundreds of gajillions of ducks caught? Oh my god, shiny farfetch'd, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, shiny farfetch'd. Let's go, dude. Shiny farfetch'd. It's huge. Not relatable. But this is huge. Oh my god. Chain of 14, by the way. Let's go. Thank you. 4, yes. How many chains of duck do we do, chat? 4, baby. Let's go. The duck has come to the lemonade stand and asked for grapes. And then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Dude, let's go. Oh, that's so huge. Let's go. Look at you, little quack, quack. You actually aren't that bad. I honestly thought you were a little bit worse than you actually are. What's up, Unibrow? It's good to see you, homie. Ladies and gentlemen, nature gets us for quack, quack. Oh, it's done. We finally got something new. Thank the lords. We've been hard stuck for a millennial and a half, dude. Oh, I feel like I'm playing like freaking, I don't know, Apex Legends or something. Hard stuck ranked. Where are you in the decks? Change markings, favorite, sort by favorites on top. Where are you in the decks so I can just look easier? Where's our did I miss you? What? Did I not favorite it? Yo, am I blind? Above Onyx. Oh, yeah, I am blind. I'm blind as hell. Okay, so, okay. That's in between Geodude, under... Oh, there we go, right under the duo. Sick, thank you. I gotta sign in. Huge! Alright, nature guesses, homies. I'm gonna say... Sassy. Adamant. I was thinking Adamant too, but I was like, no, that's so bold. That's such a bold thing I'm gonna say. Oh, I mean, I'll take it though. I'll take it, dude. That is a gamer. That is a gamer. Right there. Are you cool like that? Perfect speed. That's cool. Oh, let's go. Finally, chat. We made progress. My lord. There we go. After 3 freaking phases. Flippity flappity phases. Call me freaking phase agony, dude. All right, 96 out of 150. Gamer right there, dude. Gamer right there, which means... What does that mean? I don't know. What's next? Krabby, probably. All right, we'll do our honorary Mewtwo encounter, and then we'll call it for a day. I don't really think it makes sense to hunt for 30 minutes. How many sheets do we have now? 7. Because, you know, 7 wasn't enough. 7 wasn't enough. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shiny freaking farfetch'd.
To the conversation, how you're wording it is making it seem like that analytically and content-wise was bad. Terry's a distinction to both analytically and content-wise.
Oh, 100%. However, I also do agree that content-wise it was bad. I haven't consumed it, but that is nothing more than an opinion. Like, that is just my opinion. Content-wise, there is never... No, you can't ever speak about content-wise. Because that is nothing more than opinionated. We could sit here and debate about why it's bad or why it's good. I haven't consumed this directly. I don't know. I wouldn't have a very good argument. But at the end of the day, it is nothing more than opinion. It is nothing more than opinion backed by general opinion. Whatever the general opinion is the opinion. But also, there's like that's always biased. Because generally speaking, Sun and Moon can be perceived as the best anime in Pokemon, right? But that is not the opinion. You can never get the opinion because there's always a level of biases, especially with Pokemon. Because how are you as a non-Pokemon fan gonna consume that? You don't know. You have to ask a non-Pokemon fan what they think of it. Because if you enjoy Pokemon, you've been in the Pokemon series, you are instantly biased to enjoy it way more because you're a Pokemon fan. So especially with that's kind of just like with anything realistically, but especially on the topic of Sun and Moon, you can never discuss content if it's good or bad. You can compare it, but you can never just get a general opinion on it because there is such a large level of biasness with Pokemon specifically. Breaking Bad, different story because, well, the only biases you can really have is like, oh, I like this actor or this actor, or I like this director, which that's a very niche bias. Whereas I feel like with Pokemon, it's very different. Like of Breaking Bad, just because we've been using that as an example, of the Breaking Bad consumers, I would say maybe 10% had a biasness towards the show, towards like the director or an actor or two actors or whatever, right? Pokemon, I would say at least 80% of people who watched Pokemon Sun and Moon anime like Pokemon. So that already is a giant biasness provided. Because as a Pokemon fan, you may enjoy it, but as a non-Pokemon fan, it could be the worst, and that could go for any Pokemon anime, not just Sun and Moon. Any Pokemon, it could be the worst viewing experience because you don't like Pokemon. So you don't have that level of biasness. So content-wise, with Pokemon, it is very, very hard to provide an unbiased opinion, especially when everybody here likes Pokemon. That only makes it harder. But objectively, if the start of a show is bad, that is bad. That's not shiny, right? That guy just looked a little bit darker than normal. I don't know if it is. I don't see the sparkles. No, okay. Your back just looks a lot darker. But objectively, that is bad. For analytics, but also just for the performance of the show and the general opinion of the show. Like, obviously, talking about older times is illogical, but it's the best way that I can make the logic make sense. If you didn't have social media, which there used to never be a thing, that would further prove the argument that I'm trying to make. That would help that would better your understanding. Also, one singular Mewtwo check, of course, for the stream. Before stream ends, one singular Mewtwo check. Because without social media, you wouldn't hear of hundreds of thousands of people recommending the show. You wouldn't be able to see all the positive remarks that people have regarding Breaking Bad. You would simply have local opinion, which realistically speaking, the popularity of the show would also drastically decrease because local opinion would be like... Did I save? Wait. I don't remember if I did, and I don't want to fuck around and find out. I'm checking the VOD. I'm checking the VOD. I think I did. But I do it out of habit, so I genuinely don't remember what I do it half the time. Oh. Okay, I did. I did, yes. Okay, I did. All right. We're good. Yeah, still, at the end of the day, Sun and Moon anime sucks. Fuck that anime. That is my opinion, but my opinion is backed by fact. And biasness, because XYZ was better. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's stream. I hope you guys... I appreciate... My Switch... Go in the hole! Thank you. I think when go in the hole...
Serene Exceline says fuck you.
Fuck you. Haters gonna hate, but my opinion still stands. My opinion's a valid opinion. Don't hate me because you enjoy mid. No, I'm just kidding. But that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Before stream ends, Thank y'all for stopping by. Also, slow bros before hoes. Nah, hold on. Can we get a replay on that? That name is fire, bro. Hold the phone. Why isn't it my alert box? I rate that name. That name is fire. It's not. There we go. W name. You cooked. I don't even know if you're here right now, but you cooked. That is a gas name. So if you are here, shout out to you, bro. Fire name. But that's what we're gonna call for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. 4 shinies today, bro. We got 4, right? 3 Pidgeys. Yeah, we got Pidgey at the start, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, and then Duck. 4 freaking shinies, bro. 4 freaking birds. Holy moly. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 2:30 p.m. EST. We'll be running it back, of course, maybe. If you haven't already, really quickly before you leave stream, before you bounce, hold the phone, wait. Stay put. If you haven't already, join up on the Discord server, !DC, and the next like 20-ish minutes, 10, 15, I'm going to put a poll out in the announcements tab regarding the future of these streams. If we keep doing Let's Go, if we change it up, if we do a little bit of Let's Go, a little bit of not Let's Go, just if you want to be able to vote for that, if you want to, which I would appreciate if you did, because the more opinions, the better. And if you regularly watch streams, you definitely should, because this will affect your routine. Join the Discord server and vote in the announcements tab when that poll is up. I'm gonna ping the Noti gang, so if you don't have that role, go to the rules, click the thumbs up button, little thumbs up under my message. That will get you the Noti gang role, so you'll be pinged when the poll goes out. If not, just keep an eye on the announcements tab for the next like 10-15 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you haven't already, yeah, I guess I was saying, Discord server, join that. Also follow me on Twitter because I tweet stupid stuff every now and then. Bobs and Vagine, all that fun stuff. Also, we do have a Vods channel. If you missed the Hatsune Miku stream yesterday, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We did a Hatsune Miku cosplay and played Fortnite as Hatsune Miku for 6 hours. That's going up on the Vods channel in like 50 minutes. So go sub to that channel. I would appreciate it. Also, a little bit of lore. If you want to help your boy make a little bit of a bag, a little teeny tiny bit of a bag. Once that channel hits 1,000 subs, I can monetize it. So the more people that click, even if you never watch the videos, if you just click that link and go click subscribe, I would appreciate it. Because all we need is 1,000 subs, and I can start making bread off that. And you know, who doesn't like bread? So your tiny little clicks, your 5 seconds of time could help me out massive, like the Lord. Sorry. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Have a fantastic rest of the night. Make sure you guys are eating water and drinking food, because we do things backwards on these parts. With that being said, I will see you gamers tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. EST. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. Have a fantastic rest of your Saturday nights, everyone.